Sent on his way to power shot and cleans out the goal line. Easy goal, for the lines. Just here's the thing: they put a shot on out for Sydney, but they do the disciplined thing.
It's not allowed.
No, that's bad. Oh my goodness, Drippay! What are you doing? What a goal! Then again, just come off a 3-game straight. Oh, Dreamy, that's a great touch. Well, prove me wrong. Just gets in a good spot and slaps. Nowhere to be seen. Challenging on the back now is a demo. The 2v1. The pop and play. Decker. Can he light it up? He goes out right. Decker! The moments of heroes and legends aboard. It's Decker with a big game.
The numbers grow by the day as millions come to compete. Those who sit at the top hear footsteps behind them louder than ever as they fight to keep hold of their crowns. Some will last a few years, maybe more, but none will last forever. What can one do to leave a mark which stands the test of time? It's quite simple, really. You can play for something greater than yourself. In this case, your country, your nation, your home. The World Cup, presented by the League of Rockets.
I've been loving everything you are. Your eyes alone are the brightest stars. I could stand you all night, just drinking in your sunlight. Give me love tonight. You put all the stars in my eyes. Can we love tonight? You tell me I light up the whole sky. Can we love tonight? You put all the stars in my eyes. Can we love tonight? You tell me I light up the whole sky.
What a play! Off the wall! All the training in the world cannot make you do that! That is pure skill! So he does it himself! It's all about the hacks! Decker! The moments of heroes! Welcome, Legend, to the 2v2 Legends Nights. My name is Bizer. Joining me is Ben. And Ben, hello, how are you? It's good to have you here.
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here, Bizer, and I'm really looking forward to casting some Australian Rocket League.
Now, Ben, tell us, mate, like people who haven't heard you before, where you're from, and what have you been commentating lately?
Well, I'm from Denmark, and lately I have been commentating League of Legends. That is my primary game, where I just came home more or less from a broadcast I did in Canada.
Well, that's awesome. It's good to see. So, it's good to have you here tonight. We're looking at teams. Essentially, we actually are not ready to go as of yet. That's probably why we took a little while coming in. But we got Team Vape Hits, which is Bailey, mate, and Ben's himself. And it's going to be taking on the winner. Well, we can see it there, Powerhorse, White Cloud. So it's 2-0. The score's yet to be finalised. But essentially, those are the two teams playing in this next match. So I'm just going to do some editing. But looking at these two teams, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how these two teams will do in the tournament. I've been told that Drip Noise and Bucking Broncos are the two teams that we have to look out for. So while this isn't a top match yet, the winner of this match will most likely have to go up against Drip Noise in the semifinals, and that is also a matchup that I'm looking forward to watching. But for now, seeing how these two teams will match up, seeing which team will be the best, is going to be a good indication of whether or not they can match up against the top team of Drip Noise.
And they, Drip Noise, are above as well. So essentially, they're taking on Whelp in their quarterfinal match. Essentially, they'll be pretty much taking on the winner of this game. So Drip Noise will be on stream, but I believe we'll be going up to the top bracket. Depends who gets through at the moment. But shout out everyone in Twitch chat right now hanging out with us. There is exclamation mark matcherino, but tonight we don't have codes. But it's still there if you want to donate and contribute to the prize pool. Shout out to the guys who have contributed. Shout out to myself. I chucked 20 bucks at it, so I get to shout out to myself. Doesn't matter. Pickets, you're a legend, mate. You're the one who's put the other 15 in and 10 a little bit earlier from Vapour Esports themselves. I love it. It's pretty cool. Sometimes you don't need codes. Sometimes you just get people donating for the hell of it. And each week, someone new puts their hand up and chucks a bit of money at the scene, and I think that's the best way to self-sustain it, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if people are willing to donate, then you always are able to like create this great environment where people, they will want to come start to compete, and that's always a great thing. Just attracting all of these good teams because of the money that are involved.
Well, that's it. I'm just wondering, do we take a break? Do we come back in 5? Wait for this game to get set up? Like, it's done. It's 2-0 right now. So
I mean, we could start talking about Disney movies if you want to.
Awkward.
Oh wait, you don't like Disney movies?
Oh, I do, but it's weird and wacky to talk about on stream when it comes to Rocket League. Okay, fine. Give me a Disney movie. Go on, let's entertain the chat. Give me your best Disney movie, and chat out there, you give me your best Disney movie. We'll see who's better at the end of the day.
The best Disney movie. Oh. Well, one that comes to mind is a really good one.
I'm going to trump you. I'm going to go, before you even say anything, I'm going to go Aladdin.
Aladdin?
Yeah. Can we just do that? I'll go Aladdin. That's my favorite.
Okay, that's fair. I think I prefer something, let's say, like Cars, perhaps.
I thought you were going to say Peter Pan, but anyways.
Now this is awkward.
I'm showing my age because that's my generation going right back. So I don't know how old you are. I don't even know that question. We actually are loading into the game.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm 28. So 10 years.
Like
there is a full decade between us. Epic, isn't it?
See, even one guy in Twitch chat was like, Aladdin?
Yeah, who's Aladdin? Have a look at the Twitch emote, Regals. Nice. You've done well. You've done well, indeed. Yeah, Humanian says cars. Get out. Can we get a vote? Which one? Cars or Aladdin? I think I got you trumped, mate.
No, I think people, they will pick the right movie, which is Cars, by the way.
We will see. Okay, so essentially we're getting the guys in here. Bailey Mate Bents.
Yeah.
Particles is here as the lobby master tonight, so shout out to Particles. We are waiting for the other two to jump in here. When they will, we'll be getting live with the game. So the first one here, quarterfinals up. It's a best of 3. Waiting for the Powerhouse boys to get in here. So looking forward to this battle. I think this is actually going to be a pretty good battle for stream.
Yeah, for sure. I think that having a best of 3 to start with is always going to be a good thing. It shows some great competition when people are able to go back and forth and perhaps even take it to a game 3. So hopefully we'll have a good series to kick off this stream.
All right, well, the boys are here now, so let's get over there. And that essentially failed. But anyways, we know where we're going with that.
Well, people are slowly loading in, so we should be... Oh wait, actually everybody is loaded in, so we can actually get this kickoff going.
What's the first game for tonight? Let's get it going. Team Hits taking on Powerhouse White, Cloud. That's Macca, D-Man, Bents, and Bailey. Bailey playing with Bents tonight from Team Tarhit. Bents being the actual owner of Vapour Esports, or the CEO, if you want to call it. So it'd be interesting to see where his Rocket League skill sets out. By all means, let's just tear shreds off him. No, not really. He'll probably give us a pretty good match today. He's eager to play. This is a set here from Bents. That's not too bad. But his teammate, nowhere to be seen on that. Holds out. Now Macca, some time. Holds out.
We have to keep in mind that it is a a 2v2, so giving a shot up like this is so dangerous. You don't want to leave your goal open.
Bailey Mate comes through. I think he's launched this like as in a T. There's a block here, D-Man and Savage.
Well, as I said, it is a 2 versus 2, so you don't want to leave your goal open. You don't want to give your opponent a chance to just score at an open goal like you just saw there.
Bailey Mate off the backboard. It's up high at the moment. D-Man has to sit. Tough hit for him. Players backing out for boost at the moment. That is the team of Vape Hits. So weird to say it, but it's there. D-Man looking for the turn in. Bents, well, he's playing around in the corner. Can only think what Bailey's thinking. What the hell? Out to the side, it comes downfield. A little bit of slow play at the moment, but it's what we expect in the first. At least the first stream game, but also in any round. They take a little bit of time to get going, but we will see some connection play. Macca up now. Doesn't win the touch. D-Man staying back here. It sets up now. Bents should be taking out the defender. He's pretty much caught in no man's land doing nothing there, sitting. It's my best way of actually attempting to rip into him. He'll love me after this. I hope so. He's like, Bizer, you're never commentating a game again. Well, it's... It's 3 minutes 10 remaining. There's a chance.
That could have been a good chance for them. They had control over the ball. They were going down all the way to the goal. And nobody was there to stop them, but in the end, they just couldn't secure the goal. And now it's all in the hands of Pale Horse. And now we have to see if they can come back with only 3 minutes remaining.
Bents outside. Challenge with D-Man. Now gets it going. Looks for that drop. No one real in the striking position. Bailey Mate sets it up. Out to the corner. Macca, patience. Waiting for it. No one strong on the attempt. Bent's holding back. This is a chance to go over the top. He's past one. Bailey loves this to save, but he doesn't. Macca does it himself. Over 2. And pretty much side wheel is out of the equation as well.
That was beautiful by Macca. He just came in there, lobbed it over his opponent, and we saw Bailey and Bents getting just out-rotated a little bit there, not being able to stop the ball, and now we are at an even score. Well,
Not for long.
Not for long indeed, as immediately Benz and Bailey, they work together to score yet another goal for them. And well, I mean, everything can happen in Rocket League. There are still time for Pale Horse to come back, but for now, Team Waypits, they have been looking like the most dominant team.
The thing about the 2v2 and any game style, especially with less players on field, gives you more of an opportunity to take the ball into your own hands and do some pretty good damage. So there is time. And I've been on the side of both teams scoring about 8 goals each in one game in this series, and that was just an absolute goal fest of goals. It was amazing. But at the moment, it's been such a tight game. It'll be hard to get the next one, but still time. D-Man out to the side. Macca goes over the top, almost tees off Bentz, but it was high for the moment. Now Bailey. Charging out of defense. He's going to collect his own ball. Looks to turn inside. Bentz needs to get in here. Lets Macca clear out to the side for now. Recovers on the floor with a drop. Macca challenges. Bailey gets up on this. Now looking to put this one off the backboard. He's going to come down. Bailey bag! Yes!
Again, a beautiful goal by Team Waypits. They are really taking control of this game with all the goals that they are scoring. And a big problem right now for Pale Horse is that they just don't get control over the ball. They time and time again try, but it is always Team Waypits that get the control back of the ball, and therefore, from there, they just play it all the way down to the orange court.
Macca trying to dribble. Played out. Bent's been bumped downfield. That's a boomer by Bailey. That's traveling as well. D-Man's not going to be able to do much. Now Bent's just sort of underneath. Had to get the touch. It sits in the corner, gives D-Man all the possession. He's lost a heel, 0 boost as well as he's exposed through the midfield. Macca picks up the ball. That is a great shot. 2 up for the D. Everyone out at the moment, grabbing boost. D-Man's going to force to come back here. Macca will have to go up. Now pops and plays. Bailey trying to trick him out and almost goes over the top. Needed to go left side, up a 90, all right. Bailey did not move, and as he's saying that, there's an opening goal, and that is a nice hit at the end.
And that might also just be the last nail in the coffin here for Pale Horse Team Waypits. Again, going down to the orange side of the stadium, scoring yet another goal. Now that 4th goal, and I know that there are 43 seconds left, and a lot can happen in Rocket League, but this game, with the way that Pale Horse has been playing in this first game of this best of 3 series, hasn't been looking that good, and time is slowly running out.
I don't know how many times I've seen where a guy sits the ball right on their line and sort of blocks it, thinking they can grab the momentum of it. It's been so risky. Anyone could come in and charge that, but essentially are correct, man. It's been such a tight game. 3 goals does not exist at the moment. There's going to be one here. No, it's going to be a block by Bailey. I don't know how he did that. Just flipping the car over the place. That foam hat. Maybe looking to grab some energy from last week's winners. Almost comes down on that one, the second effort. But the last 5 seconds of play will give us the winner for this first one. It's Team Base here that takes the first game when they decide to bring the ball to the floor. There it is. Nicely done by the boys.
And as you said, Team Waypits now coming in with the first game victory here in this best of 3 series. For the next game, we really need to see Pale Horse just take a bit more control of the game. I felt like they never really had a chance to score that right goal that they needed to, because they weren't able to create these attacks because of the ball always being in the hands of Team Waypits. They need to just, as I said, gain control of the ball, then play it down, take it slow and steady, because it also felt like they were rushing a lot of the times.
Manga and D-Man, it's a bit unordinary for them, because usually they're on the end of some pretty good setup play, and using each other quite effectively. But at the moment, it's sort of like, I suppose it's very hard. So the way I see it is, some players get used to just tournament play, where it's fast, it's quick. They're used to redirection. They're already up in the air. They're already forward front. But then you bring Bentz into it, and like, it's just a different type of player. He's not well seasoned into tournaments. He plays just casually, comes into a tournament. Obviously, he's got some skill set that he's been practicing, right? But it brings a different style to that. And then they go, well, we've got to adjust for this. And they've just given away their whole game. And at the end of the day, they're going to go, no. It's not us adjusting to them. It's us dictating the pace here. So technically, Powerhouse Esports should be in control, but it's gone the other way.
And, well, something you also have to keep in mind, I mean, yes, you just said that they kind of changed their playstyle, but you don't always have to do that. Sometimes it is okay to just fight fire with fire, just play your usual playstyle, and in that sense, you can just shut down your opponent.
Game number 2 underway. Team Vate hits with the first. And D-Man, well, that's going to be a rolling ball, and that will go in. There's the first goal for the boys of Powerhouse White Cloud.
Well, this is exactly what we needed to see from the Pale Horses. Now, coming in here, getting that first goal for themselves. This is the right way to start a game. Now we just need to see them if they can hold this lead.
It was very early on in the pace. Another goal will be highly advantageous. Well, interesting to see there was a cheat up as well there by Macca. D-Man set back with the ball. Going to hang with it at the moment. Looks to go inside now. That's past 2. Bailey made awkward position. Ball does come out to him. He's able to set it out to the side. Macca loses it here. Not much control. D-Man, he's in an awkward position as well. Caught in the middle of the field. Able to get back now with the 100 boost. Holding him back. That was Bailey. Bent's close by, but he backs out, realising over the back is a crucial point. You don't want to give it away in the second goal. Macca now on target. Heads it on. Bailey comes across, and he's just been a monster in defence in the rotation. Very strong at the moment. Bance is forced up on this, but Macca's going to get a touch. It's gone wide. Bailey holds it out for now.
But now this is exactly what we needed to see from Pale Horse. They get the aggression, they get these attacks going for themselves, and it seems like they have found the weakness of Team Waypits. Team Waypits not doing so good in defense.
So D-Man gets up here a little bit too early and preempts this. And in terms of that, then gives Macca an open line, and Bentz has to think twice about if he's going to go right or left because he's already over-rotated for the original hit and puts him right out. So second goal right there, and Powerhouse White Cloud, I think this is a good start. They're going to hold on to it.
Definitely was a good start from them, and they're not done yet, Isaac.
No, they're not.
No, they definitely aren't, because just see here, the ball goes up against the wall, comes back into the middle, and, well, the problem, like I just said, from Team Waypits is that they aren't doing so well in defense. We can quite clearly see that in this game, and, well, this aggression, this way of just playing aggressive all the time from Pale Horse is working quite well for them because of Team Waypits not doing so well in defense.
D-Man up the back line. Still plenty of time in this game, but 3 goals. We know when we start to get into these tighter games, it's hard to score. There's no 8-1, there's no 8-2 as we saw in round 1, round 2. If you look at the score report card, some teams got absolutely walloped. But now they're coming up against a harder team. That's an open goal, and that's Bailey missing that one. Macca comes through, puts in the third, his hat-trick.
And a good hat-trick as well, but Pale Horse, this is a completely different team that we're seeing here, absolutely coming in and shocking everybody here in game 2. And I mean, if this is their height that they can achieve in terms of their skill, well, then I'm really looking forward to seeing the next game as well.
Bets of a chance, doesn't make the hit, it's over the top, and that is counted. Go rolling in. D-Man with the 5th. They're running away with us at the moment, Powerhouse.
It feels like Powerhouse are just slowly digging a hole for Team Waypits, where they are just stuffing them down there, because 5 goals in the lead with 0 goals going over to Team Waypits. It's not looking good for them.
D-Man gets it up here. Macca sailing for it. Bentz will get there first, but it's a 50-50 that goes wide. And this is a nice shot. If D-Man can put it on target, goes backboard. Macca rolls this in. Great recovery to come out by Macca after a long fly. He just does well here.
Well, as a losing team, you can't really go for the same ball as the same 2 guys too. You have to just spread out, keep it more or less coordinated, because in a 2v2 scenario where you don't have a third man to play with, you have to actually know where your teammate is, or you will leave your goal open, like it's basically been for 6 times this game.
There we go. Bentz gets into the This is pretty much the hot spot, and the ball comes down to him. D-Man on the touchdown loses the side of this. Bailey, nicely done to get that over the top as well, and I think this Macca mistimed that fly on that point. Bent's in the right place at the right time, puts it in, and pretty much sets the team up for Brazil. But 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, and they've got a chance, I reckon.
Yeah, I would say they have a chance too as well. I mean, now they just need to coordinate themselves a little bit more so that they can actually work together a little bit like a team, which we haven't seen a lot from Team Vapour in this in the second game in this best of 3 series. Now, if they can do so, then they still have the chance to come back with 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining.
Macca. Up goes D-Man, looks for the corner. It'll be the follow-up here, but Bence has the line, sends it straight downfield. Be a race. So now Macca's cut inside early, grabbed the boost, stolen away from Bence. Should be able to wrap around. Essentially, it's a 1v1 forward. Bailey forward to this, hits it back to the corner. Rotations there, and that is a beauty of a shot. In it goes from Macca. Here we go to Brazil.
Ooh. Yes, we do indeed get the Brazil here. And as you said, it was such a nice shot here from Macca, coming in with an awesome landing too on the top of one of the members from Team Vapour, securing that Brazil for his team and most likely the victory as well.
Well, I definitely don't want to get a Brazil in the quarter. I don't
think you ever want to get Brazil.
I'm talking about stats you never want to have on the stream. A Brazil against you. Oh well, it's happened. That's to have a bit of a laugh later. There's a demo here by Bailey, D-Man, and Macca. They've woken up from their first game blunder. It seemed to be not them from what I've seen in all the Rocket League these guys have played, but this one, they've definitely set it alight. Macca looking to do it all himself. It comes in. D-Man goes the post and turns it inside as the 8th goal.
Yet another goal coming in here from Pale Horse. I mean, Team Vapour, they're not doing so well in this game, and well, I think they are, as of now, looking forward to the next game.
Well, you sort of have to get your mindset out and go, right, can we get a couple of goals? Can we strengthen our backline up or work this pass play? It's sort of slightly existing here between Bence and Bailey. They are getting some passes in and connecting, but when it comes to the defense, they're getting caught out quite a bit with Macca and D-Man that seem to move really quickly across the field, playing their style. He does come on forward at the moment. D-Man was forced up now. Macca, plenty of time for him to make something happen. He fakes one out, turns it inside, make it goal number 9.
To go back to a point you made, yeah, it is a bit of a psychological point in this game. Like, being behind 8 goals, it doesn't feel good at all. And in a do or die situation, which you are in right now in this quarterfinal, it's not going to be so good for the Team Vapour, and it is going to take a bit of a toll in the next game.
The man with the block will come down on this. Bailey sets it out now. Bensel's already downfield. An awkward sort of fly at that one. He's missed this again. Macca been pulled out. D-Man gets a line, and that's a long golden strike downfield. It's Macca going to get up high on this point. It'll be off the backboard. D-Man turns the car. Back up Macca. This is impossible angle. He almost does it. Ben's able to come out the last 10 seconds counting down here. But this is where Pale Horse level up the series. Can they get one on the 0-second buzzer? It's not going to be. Pale Horse picking this one up and quite convincingly in the end.
And I have to say that is quite convincingly indeed. And now with this game concluded, we are going to a 3rd game in this best of 3 series, and I am really looking forward to seeing whether or not Team Vapour can come back, or it is going to be Power Horse taking this series as a whole.
Look, I think it's going to be interesting because the way you see it is Macca and D-Man, they play with each other a lot. The team working hard in the scene right now. I believe White Cloud is sitting on the edge of the power of the top 10 power rankings. Have to double check. Macca said he's going toilet break, but he's not, obviously. So I'm going to ready up. Mail's not wait around, so Mail's are ready up and get ready to go. But look, Bailey, mate, if anything's going to happen for the boys of Team Vapour, Bailey, mate, has to be a star on the field. Bence will continue to follow and play defensive style, but you see just in terms of the amount of experience that he comes from tournaments playing Rocket League. There's not much there, and it's definitely showing at the moment. So it should be a pencil in here for Powerhorse White Cloud. But going off the first game, that was scary. But the second game, they showed their true potential, and I dare say the third's going to be exactly the same.
And it's going to be interesting to see if their true potential can continue to be in this series, because that was such a dominating performance from them, and if they can keep this up, well, then I don't feel like they should have that huge of a problem winning this third game as well.
And D-Man's going to get a chance here. Bent's coming across the top. Denies any sort of attack. Manga sends this on. Flying through to hit the post. Bent's, well, that looked like he was going to go for his own goal, but is able to save. The pressure's still on at the moment. D-Man with the pop. We'll hold this out right now, and just having a quick look, we've had a $20 donation on to Matcherino from Humanium. I feel as I need to help. Kind of had a $20 laying around. Love you guys. Big smiley face. So shout out to Humanium for chucking $20 on the prize pool. You guys can chuck it on by your own contributions tonight. It's mostly appreciated, and if you put a donation in, I will give you a shout out on stream. Anyway, so let's get back into this. It's essentially a minute down, and it's just been a lot of pepper on the boys of Team Vape Hits. Macca's up high at the moment. Coming through, D-Man with the first goal. Okay. So we'll get Ben back in a minute. He's essentially just timed out.
I'm back.
There we go.
I'm back now.
I thought I was talking to myself.
Oh, well, I mean, you are talking to yourself most of the time, mate.
Savage. Okay, fair enough. You got a point. You made a point. Jeez, I never thought I'd get absolutely ripped by a European.
I love you, mate. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. Love that.
Hey.
Let's just do that like.
Anyways, let's talk about Rocket League, mate. We don't have to talk about I love here on the stream.
Yeah, go on. Let's talk. What's happening in the game?
Okay. Yeah, well, in this game, first off, we are again seeing the Pale Horse taking a lead here in the first game, and it again seems like Team Wavehits, they are forced into this defensive stance, which they aren't really that adept in.
It's hard at the moment because essentially there's a skill differential gap. So how do you cater for that? Vince gets up on that one, and it's just the cheeky pop over. D-Man's really highly skilled for this. Just watch it. Time, pop up. Even Bailey may get tricked out on that one, not Ben. So it's a nice little play, and I dare say it'll be doing that for the rest of the game.
And to be honest, it was a nice trick play as well. Like, just the way you trick your opponent means that you are now sitting comfortably in the lead with a 2-goal lead, and you are not in a problem at all, especially because you have been so dominating. Whew, that was close.
Bailey got on top. Bence froze the car. D-Man was there first. Bailey out to far side. You can just sense he's doing it all himself, but he needs Bence to contribute. And here's a chance. The rolling ball is going to go butt down and out.
Oh, no!
That's going to hurt. Bailey elects not to go here. Bence pushed out of the way. Now Bailey, mate, wants inside. Faked out the player, but he just went straight for a D-Man, having none of it. Low burst will be a hard opportunity here, but he's in a good spot. Oh,
no.
Oh, nice flip from Bence.
Oh.
Macca.
I mean,
He's low on boast. He grabbed the 100 off there, so he should be able to bring this back in. D-Man's had it back to defense as well. Under 2 minutes, 2 goals in lead at the moment. Here comes D-Man with a shot on. It's high. Bailey, mate, clears.
Bison, this last minute for Team Wavehits has been so devastating. First they don't score, then they are close to scoring in their own goal, and they again try to get control of the ball, but they lose it. This is taking a toll on them. It has to at least, but oh, this is dangerous.
The first 2v1 scenario, Bailey holds up. Able to stop it. Bence recovers. Just goes straight downfield, putting a bit of pressure on the backboard. Now we start to see these long clearances be set by Powerhorse. It's a strategy they use in the freeze teams quite a bit. It's D-Man that comes across. Open defense, a goal heading there. It's going to be worked in by Bailey, mate, as Macca was coming through. So was D-Man. And there's the first goal for the Team Vape Hits.
And that was indeed what Team Vape Hits they needed. Now getting a goal back for themselves. 1 minute and 13 seconds left to play. They have plenty of time to come back into this game. Nothing is set in stone.
You're not wrong there as Bailey is forward at the moment. Will slow down the pace. It just got in quite quick, to be honest, in the last minute and a half. Players just hitting the ball all over the place very quickly, not giving any sort of movement or sort of positioning away. They do have two up here. The Vape Hits. Got to be careful. Bence out to the wing. D-Man waiting. Pops it back, but Bailey over the top. Macca has to stop that one. There's a follow through. Well, there should be a follow through. But they stay out for the moment. Defense more of a key. The last 35 now. We're deep into red time. Macca going to hold on this. Spence wants to go over the top. Bailey, he's out of position here, but no one would challenge. He's going to go across. D-Man, the positioning here. Powerhouse for his drop. They do get it. D-Man now. It's over the top. It's a tough corner and an angle to go. Bence passes it back inside. Bailey will sweeping through now. Downfield, Bence has to score. He puts it on. It's going to be high. Bailey, mate, will get the opening. Oh, it's a big save by Macca. They're going to run away with this. T-Man pops it up, and it'll be the finish if he can get the angle. Oh, there it is. It is game over.
Oh my God, I don't believe this. That was so close. Exactly the chance they needed, and they did not score. That must feel so terrible. Team Vape Hits nearly securing overtime for themselves.
Jeez, that was so close, and it's just unfortunate. Right then and there, it was about to go into overtime. Tied up, Bence moving fast. Same with Bailey, mate. And then it's just a save to come through. Absolutely huge from Macca. Clutches it out and gets back to the other side, and D-Man puts in the hat-trick to finish the game off. What a game being played out by Powerhouse. They swept the second and the third. They just hold on.
We have to give credit over to Powerhouse, losing the first game, but being able to come back. I mean, yes, they didn't look very good in the first game, but in the second game, they scored 9 goals. In the third game, it was a little bit closer, but they just had so many shots, whereas Team Vape Hits, they had literally close to 0, at least it felt like that way. And in the end, Powerhouse, they definitely came through and found their opponent's weakness.
They did indeed. So it's interesting to see how that really panned out at the end. Team Vape Hits super close, but couldn't get the job done. Powerhouse taking the last 2 straight. They're going into the next match, which is Dreep Noise coming up. As we do have the top semi-final ready to go. It's a Logic taking on the Soccer Mums. We're going to take a break here on OCE Rocket League and come back for the next semi-final. I'm Bizer, that is Ben, and we'll be back right after this.
The numbers grow by the day as millions come to compete. Those who sit at the top hear footsteps behind them louder than ever as they fight to keep hold of their crowns. Some will last a few years, maybe more, but none will last forever. What can one do to leave a mark which stands the test of time? It's quite simple, really. You can pray for something greater than yourself. In this case, your country, your nation, your home. The World Cup, presented by the League of Rockets.
Sent on his way to power shot and cleans out the goal line. Easy goal for the Lions. Just here's the thing: they put a shot on out for Sydney, but they did a disciplined thing.
It's not allowed.
No, that's bad. Oh my goodness, Drippay! What are you doing? What a goal! Then again, just come off a 3-game straight. Oh, Dreamy, that's very tough. Well, prove me wrong. Just gets in a good spot and slams. Nowhere to be seen. Challenging on the back now is a demo. The 2v1. The pop and play. Decker. Can he light it up? He goes out right. Decker! The moments of heroes and legends aboard. It's Decker with a big game.
I want the top.
What a play! Off the wall! All the training in the world cannot make you do that! That is pure skill! So he does it himself! It's all about the hat! Decker! The moments of heroes!
And you don't just wake up rich one day. It's kind of like.
Well, shout out to Payback for an absolute amazing intro that he's just made. I'm actually, I still can't get used to it, Ben. I really can't. It's got me screaming all the time. So, oh well, it's a fantastic night in its entirety. Anyways, it's 2v2 Legends Night. We're in 16 weeks, and now I know this is your first time here with us on OC Rocket League for a Vapour tournament. But what are you thinking so far, Ben?
Well, I'm thinking that we just had one hell of a series, and this is a great start for me to just start out with my Aussie Rocket League commentary, because I mean that series that was amazing. I can't get over how crazy that was. Like the third game, the ending that was breathtaking.
Oh,
Let's
so it was
just put it
almost
that way.
clutched, and then it went the other way. You're like, oh no.
Exactly.
But that's how savage the model can potentially be 2v2. So like your defense is completely compromised when you got 2 forward, and a quick rebound with 5 seconds can be a goal if you really want it. So it's essentially crazy.
Exactly, and I mean, I went crazy after we nearly saw that clutch coming in from Team-Wave hits. Unfortunately, they did not do so. They didn't secure the overtime, but nonetheless, they did fight bravely and nearly secured the overtime.
So let's jump into the next game, because we need to get into what the boys are waiting for us. It's Logic taking on Soccer Mums. So we're looking at Logic. It's Joey, Gerard, and Jackster now. I see Jackster and Joey in the lobby, so we're going to see those two. Gerard obviously being the sub for tonight. Soccer Mums, Justice Robo, and Desolution. This is going to be interesting. The boys getting ready to go.
Yeah, it is going to be very interesting. And well, everybody is loading in, so I'm hoping that we get one hell of a series again, because I want to continue with all this great Rocket League action.
Well, as we get set into this is actually going to be a pretty big game. I'm looking forward to it. As they get underway, we'll just clean up that scoreboard. There we go. Soccer Mums on the left. Logic sitting up on the right. The first ball sent long here. Joey with a chance. Justice Robo comes out. It's now Jackster over the top. We're going to have a quick look at Justice's ping as well, just to confirm his location. He is one of the players in THE, which is a clan or a team in Asia. As I say, that Desolution starts first. We'll talk about Juckster in a minute.
Yeah, let's just real fast talk about this play because I think it was really well played by Delusion, picking the ball up straight off of the wall, making sure that his team would get a good start to this game.
Sent forward to Solution. Justice Robo on angle. Juxta comes out. It's flying high at the moment. Looks for the ground. Touch now. Comes over the top. Beats one. Justice Robo able to come through. Joey's hanging out for the moment. Flips it out to the side. Solution. For the moment. It's not Desolution, it's Delusion. We got another player called Desolution, but this is taken away here, so I've sort of been used to saying that quite a bit. So Delusion, I'm not sure if it's a different player or a rename, maybe. Someone's got to help me out in Twitch chat. I know Ben can't. It's his first night, so he knows that you play. So he's like, I don't know who's who. I'm just starting to get to know it. But as I say, Delusion, he puts one up in the top upper 90.
Well, I mean, he might be another name, but this guy, he's playing really well and making sure that his team can play calm and collected with all these goals going in for his team, making sure that now they can just take calm and collected, slow and steady.
Best of 5 this first semi-final. Some games to be played. Delusion puts one on target and Joey forced out on this. Logic moving forward here. Now Juxta, I dare say he was low. He grabs 100, I believe, in that corner, but he didn't have enough to flip onto it. Maybe if he trusted himself, it was close. Justice Robo, well, instead of going the ball, he's gone the player. Oh, Delusion! Oh. Tell you what, he is the Delusion.
That was really beautifully played again by Justice Robo, making sure that I think it was Joey would waste so much time down there at his court.
Couldn't get a second touch.
Bird catches the worm.
He couldn't get the second touch, like because of Justice hitting him, it stopped him from getting a second touch.
Exactly.
Joey, very quickly on the retaliation. Delusion goes cross goal for now. They're going to have to just recover here. 3 goals down very quickly. Logic find themselves in a tricky place. Oh! Almost a stickery. I think I just made a new word. That was odd. Delusion was at the back of every part of that play, and they had no idea he was there. He could have taken a Juxta. What can he do? Ping might be an issue. He's sent on its way. Justice there. I just want to see if he's actually got... No, he's still sitting on 200, so he'll be losing a couple packets, and probably what will be affecting him the most is the aerial play game. Like, because that relies on sort of just having the best ping to fly the ball and keep control. His air game wouldn't be as strong. His ground, I reckon he can challenge. The air would be a real challenge for him.
The way that we're seeing soccer moms playing this game, I have to call it brilliant, because they are making sure to cover their ends all the time. They have one guy going for aggressive plays and then one guy just covering their back, making sure that no goal will be able to come from a counterattack.
Juxta, the inside angle, perfectly timed. Delusion, great save. Up again, you're doing the second work. Joey forced out. Game's starting to quicken up right now. Delusion, on it goes! Taking it another 4.
Now 4 goals being scored for Soccer Moms. They are making sure that there's no way that Logic can't get back in this game. At least if you think logically by it.
This has been strong so far. Juxta, real opportunity, shooting on goal. Turned it inside, but Delusion was waiting for defense. Then got challenged again, blocked it again, and then takes it down forward. Pretty much a full solid effort from the man in his recovery, and then also going after the ball. Joey with a chance. Connection wasn't there. Now Justice Robo to hold up. Wins the 50-50. Now over the top. Loses the wall quite effectively in my opinion, but the bouncing ball lost away. Joey able to counter. Delusion. Bit of work in the back line. Juxta approaches him, makes the 50-50. Both of them out of place. Robo just pops this one up. He'll give Joey a full line of momentum to head down forward now. Gets it off the backboard coming through. Juxta. Delusion with a block.
That could have been dangerous for Soccer Moms, but now they are on attack, and that could also have been quite dangerous.
Joey again forced out of the midfield. Illusion sees it off the backboard, clears far side. This is Robo up and over. And he's going to go up and over again. Why not? Clever play.
Just a fifth goal coming in here for the soccer moms, and well, there's not quite a lot of logic you can do at this point in the game. Only 34 seconds left to go. They have to think about the next game already.
This is Robo into Jackster. Jackster gets this forward. Well, essentially, you don't want your first game to go down like this, but at the moment, Logic in a real tricky position. Soccer mums loving this right now. Justice Robo wants the inside. LFT as well. I saw him playing with a team the other day with Powerhorse, so it's interesting that he's now looking for a team. Though OCE shuffle's amazing as it is, but Resolution, he's been on fire so far. That's 5 goals.
Yes, he has indeed been on fire, and you mentioned why 5 goals being scored by Delusion. They have to put a lid on this guy in the next game, because he's just been going crazy, and he's just been making sure that his team has had no doubts in this world, has had no trouble at all.
He's had some great supply, and maybe a potential chance here. They're going to keep the ball going. No, just a touch out will stop Delusion from scoring the 6-goal double hat-trick. But what a start from Soccer Moms.
Indeed, what a start. They were able to just score goals left, right, and center. And in this game, I mean, if they can keep this up and just score goals, as I said, pretty much everywhere on the map, well, then it shouldn't be a hard best-of-5 series for them to just clutch out.
Well, game number 2 about to get underway. Soccer Mums starting strong with an impact, a statement impact if anything. Jackster. Let's not deny there's an elephant in the room. That ping, definitely an issue for him. Hopefully he can start to get himself into good positions where he can get in front and then sort of counter. But I know it's risky. If you ever play on 200 ping, you just got to back yourself knowing that that rubber band's going to work in your favor, because you're going to, if you put yourself in the best position early instead of later, then you know you should win the 50-50s at least, or have the shots on. And I think that's what he needs to back himself in.
Of course, you need to play around this ping, and well, it's not looking very good for Youngster at this point, where he's making a weird move right there by taking the ball all the way down to the orange court.
Back in zone D, Joey flips up. Illusion, Justice Robo, both there. This is dangerous if they can't get back out on the rotation. They're able to hold the ball, and that means, well, it's all himself, Delusion. Not able to make it count. We'll get the touch in the midfield here. Now Jackster ramps around. Can wait for the ball to pop back out. It does, but not out to him. Delusion out wide. Justice Robo now 50-50. It's a 1v1. Joy challenges. Pass goes. Delusion now puts it up to the far side. Robo gets this. No way you're reading it of your Jackster. Just all the time in the world to make this play happen.
Soccer Moms are just cutting through Logic, like a hot knife through butter. This is looking devastating, and Soccer Moms, they are pulling themselves so far ahead in this game with all of these amazing plays where they just continue to get chances like this.
I'll tell you what, I just love how you describe that. Hot knife through butter. It was good. Very nicely done. They certainly are indeed at the moment. It's cleared out Jackster. An opening for him, and this will be a good opportunity to go. That ball, that is the most awkward bounce back I've seen in a long time. It hits the angle and goes up on the 45. It's now high. Joey has to get up here, turns it inside. Robo waiting for it, sends it down far, but it's wide at the moment. Looks for the playback. Jackster, too dangerous, and he overreads the move. Justice Robo clever enough to go the far side.
Oh, Jackster not keeping aware of his opponent right there, going a bit too far, and Justice Robo obliterating his opponent in this game. Well, so is Delusion as well, but overall, Soccer Moms, they are playing this game so well.
Joe's going to get it open here. Looks for far side. Delusion gets across. A ditch save effort. Loving it at the moment. Great gameplay coming out from the Soccer Mums, but they've been challenged in this one. We really do want to see Logic put a goal in the back of the net at least. And that's a whiff by Delusion. Juxta will be able to save that one there. Sends it down. Forced as well to go his own ball. Will play this off the wall. Delusion sees that. Waits and holds. Catches everyone off guard. Joey now looking for the corner. Delusion pops. This is a good set if he can. Joey can get out in front. He does.
Good chance.
But it's too close to Robo. That's sort of where the play has been now. Juxta. He gets the ball up. He loves the scenario. He wants the inside. Oh, it's played underneath Delusion, but there's a backboard in the way. Joey with a chance, but he's demoed out.
Oh, but now it's a 2 versus 1 as we see Soccer Moms attack.
Joey out to the corner. Momentarily release on pressure for the defense. Juxta downfield. Robo will have the line of this. Goes far side. This is a tricky hit here. Doesn't enough just to hold it up at the moment. Move forward, Desolation.
However, right now we are seeing Logic just caught between a rock and a hard place. They are in such a bad position because they haven't scored 1 goal in this game. Time is running out and they are down 1 game in this best of 5 series.
All forward at the moment, Joey. With a chance. That's just going. Well, you just think that's a goal. So Juxta's okay. So number 1 rule of any game and any game of Rocket League, you never clear to the hot spot.
Well, yes, and you never clear to the middle, which right here was the problem. Now Logic being down 3 games. I think it's safe to assume that we are most likely going to a 3rd game, and the way that we've seen Logic play, we might not be so sure that we're going all the way to the 5th game. So right now it's just all about Logic hanging on a nice edge. They have to try and come back into this game. They have to find the right answer to win here against Soccer Moms.
A little bit of pressure on there. Was looking promising for a moment. Delusion 4 now. Juxta will come across goals. Justice Robo looks for the red. The 50-50 pinches it far. Juxta won't mind this. A demo there. Justice Robo takes Joey, wraps around and cuts off his line. That is Juxta out. Now chance. Delusion forward. Robo's there. Bit too much carry for him. He will come around the rotation. Met by Joey solid. There's a picky in the middle, and that's Delusion, and he catches the ball. Juxta. Super close, but not far enough. That totally didn't make any sense. But anyways, that's 20 seconds remaining. I don't think a goal's going to be scored here for the boys of Logic.
Don't be so sure.
Castle's Curse.
Well, what did you just say, Bison? Could you repeat what you just said?
No.
Fair enough, but we do see Logic score 1 goal for themselves, and it is in the end just a consolation prize. Nothing can really be done about this score unless a miracle really happens, which I don't think will happen. Not the way that Logic has played in this game, and not the way that we should see this goal being scored.
No, that's nails in the coffin. Right then, you can't get 3 goals in 10 seconds. It'll be a miracle. It's possible, but it's a miracle, and that's for overtime play. You can't really win off the back of this. So essentially the game has been all about the Soccer Mums. They've been strong so far. They do get the last 10 seconds here to put another goal in if they really want to. It's Joe that sends us up. But just talking about it, there needs to be some life. Oh, beautiful Juxta in the end. A 0 hero. Well, they say momentum's a thing.
Yes, indeed. And well, talking about momentum, this might just swing the momentum back into the favor of the Logic lineup, because they need to get that momentum back for themselves. They need to be able to actually have a chance in the next game, because as of now, it's just been looking so bad from them. This performance that they've been putting up hasn't been the best, and if they want to have a chance at getting back into this best of 5 series, we need to see them pump up their game.
Juxta's backing out here, so we might essentially be car change. Car change or
car change.
We'll see what happens, but Look, the ping has been an issue for him, and sort of him reading the play sort of has him lacking a little bit. Like, I've been calling a little bit of Rocket League Asia, and I've seen Juxter and his team play. They are absolutely crazy the way they move around the field, and the aerial plays that these guys do are phenomenal. But when it comes to ping that gives you an extra 120 worth of ping, he can't attack on that level because he knows he just can't win it. Every time he goes up, it'll go against him. It means he's out of position. The rotations go against him. It's not going to work. So you can see he's being really passive at the moment. To me, it's not a winning formula if you're going to win, if you want to get yourself into a grand final. I think he just has to back himself with how he plays in Asia and hope it works. And saying that, it's not going to go too well at the start. Justice Robo with the first goal for the Soccer Mums.
This is not the way you wanted to see it, and yes, Soccer Moms coming up with the first goal here in this third game in this best of 5 series. Now they are looking to just conclude this chapter and move all the way into the grand final.
Joey out to the corner. Movement out to the side, Juxter. Low boost, not be able to do much here, but the touch might pull the players out. They do indeed. Joey now holding out as Justice Robo looks to try and bring this inside one to get back to Delusion. Now he sets off the backboard. Players starting to intensify, get a little bit more quicker now. Juxter, the ball's landed in front of him, but was out of position, being hit. Joey, Delusion. All the chances in the world. He floats one up under, save on the line, but Joey is good, but Delusion's there still, and he capitalizes on it.
Joey coming in with the save right there, but not quite enough as Delusion is in the right spot at the right time. And now, again, we see Logic struggling. It is an uphill battle with them being 2 games down with only 1 minute being played.
He said it himself. Juxter is from Hong Kong. That's where the difference is right now. He gets across. That's a big side coming from him. Plays it on, and Hong Kong is essentially GMT +8 along with Perth. So it's almost the same time zone for these boys. That's why we see him here playing tonight. And Vapour tournaments are open to the Asia region. So if you can put up with the ping, you can certainly play in these games. He's not doing too bad at the moment, but they have to get a goal. Juxter off the back line. Over the top, there's a Delusion. I'm always going to get that wrong because I'm used to saying it differently. He has Delusion to go again. The second touch close. This is Robo over the top, but it's wide for now to turn in. No one's home. That's going to be the third goal. Soccer Mums can't be stopped right now. They're on a tear.
No, and it's right now that we have to see Logic pull themselves back. They have to claw their way back because they are with their backs against the wall. Lose this game and they are out of the tournament. So, as I said, they are caught between a rock and a hard place, and they have to try gain control of the ball. But it's hard, as we've mentioned time and time again, Juxter having a bad pick.
Set forward, Delusion gets up with a block. Coming across Justice Robo. Juxter, interesting touch now inside. Wants to drop down, does get it. Delusion out of place for the moment. Now Joe to bring this across, looks off the backboard. It's a good touch coming forward, but Justice Robo with the angle. Juxter back in defense straight away. Over the top, Joey now booming that down forward. Oh, it's sort of been the story right now for the boys of Logic. Has to be on target, and there's one. Juxter performing.
And now this might just be what is about to give hope back for Logic. Scoring a goal right here means that now they're only down 2 goals. They have 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. That is plenty of time to work with.
Joey needs to step up, I think. It's the opportunities that he's got as well. He sent the ball wide when there was no defense there to counter it. So if he can just put the ball on target over the top of these guys when they get the sort of the catch out of the bag and just get over the top, that would be highly advantageous for Joey, especially for his team. Juxter's going to go. Been counted at the moment. Joey up. He's missed this open goal.
Oh no!
Ouch. That hurts.
Oh, that must feel
Feels bad.
very bad. Yeah, indeed feels very bad,
Feels
man. Just
flip,
leaving
man.
your goal open like that. No, let's not go there.
4-1 scoreline. Soccer Mums in a great spot to book themselves into the grand final. Justice Robo over the top. Off the kickoff. We'll put the 5th in.
And now 2 minutes left to go. But a 4-goal lead is what we're seeing right now from the side of Soccer Moms. And, well, they are ready to just close the shop right here and go all the way to the grand final.
Well, still so much time left, and we keep getting a goal every 5 to 10 seconds. We'll be here for another 5 minutes at least. Illusion with the touch. Now, what's the inside? Here comes number 6. We're going to get a Brazil and some.
Yes, it indeed looks that way. With all the goals that is being scored by Delusion and Justice Robo. And I have to say, right now, it is basically just logic getting destroyed in this game. It's just them losing time and time again with Soccer Moms getting goals all over the place.
Juxta now. Up on the wall, looks to bring this one. Nice touchdown. Illusion's that is blocking. Now Juxta just needs to flip. He does, but he's on the wrong side. Logic. Joey. It sort of speaks for how the game has panned out anyway. Like, they get these golden opportunities, but striker's gone. It's gone back for the defense, and that's sort of how they have to play anyway with the rapid sort of pressure attack coming out from the Soccer Mums. But you just see those opportunities and like, man, they could score here, get themselves into a good spot. But with a minute remaining, I think this one's done.
I have to agree with you with the way that Soccer Moms have been playing, with the way that they have conducted that medley of death. It's just looking so good for them.
Juxta, a chance to put one in. It's up high now. Justice Rabbit cuts inside. Joey, he just committed. Juxta's out in the shadow now, regains the ball 50 in, wants the inside. It's going to cut across. Joey was charging for that, so they should be able to hold 2 in the corner. Charging out for the Soccer Mums. Going in a dynamic duo. Oh, Justice Robo was close. Got moved off the line, lost the ball in the process. Here's Juxta across field. Where was this intensity at the start of the game? Why in the last minute, guys? It's been set on. Joey coming down to chance here. It's blocked out by Robo. Get down to the last 10. They don't want a Brazil at all.
No, they don't want so, but now we might see Delusion. No, not going for that Brazil.
It's Soccer Mums that take the games 3 straight in the end. Book themselves into the grand final. Well done to the boys and Logic. I hate to say it, but yeah, it's an absolute shellacking on their behalf, and not many goals to really go down in the line in their favour. But you know, Juxta playing from Hong Kong, 200 ping constantly. We sort of know, I know how 200 ping can affect a player. It sort of affects you on the level of you don't want to commit to the 50-50s because most of the time you're going to lose. And in twos, you don't want to give up the defensive structure. So we saw Juxta actually play a lot of defense in this game.
Of course. And well, you can't do all defense in a 2v2. That is not how the game works. You have to take chances. You have to try and score these crazy goals. And in the end, because he had that high ping, they just got outperformed because they weren't able to make the aggressive plays. They weren't able to try and get the shots, and therefore they just fell flat.
Okay, we're going to get ready for the next match because the next semi-final has been waiting. So we're just going to go straight into it. We'll put a little bit of a clip on and we'll be back with the next match. Don't go anywhere, guys.
The numbers grow by the day as millions come to compete. Those who sit at the top hear footsteps behind them louder than ever as they fight to keep hold of their crowns. Some will last a few years, maybe more, but none will last forever. What can one do to leave a mark which stands the test of time? It's quite simple, really. You can play for something greater than yourself. In this case, your country, your nation, your home. The World Cup, presented by the League of Rockets.
I want the top.
What a play! Off the wall! All the training in the world cannot make you do that! That is pure skill.
If you know me,
So he does it himself! It's all about the hacks. Decker! The moments of heroes!
and you don't just wake up rich one day. This kind of life never just.
Welcome back to the 2v2 Legends Monday Night Rocket League action. My name is Bizer. Joining me is Ben all the way from Europe. And I'm very happy to have you along here, mate. We're heading into the second semi-final, and this one is a blockbuster. We're looking at Drip Noise, which is Drippe and Noisy. These two potentially pretty much seeded first tonight, the top seeding, or in the top seeding, as I could say. And they're taking on Powerhouse White Cloud. It's going to be an interesting battle.
Yes, it is indeed. And I've been told that this is the team to look out for, that these are the hot contenders for the victory. And if I remember correctly, they won 2 weeks straight, right?
No. That was Bucking Broncos.
Oh.
And Bucking Broncos actually didn't get through, so
Oh.
that's
Oh,
all right.
mistake.
This is the first time I'm seeing Drippe actually coming into a 2v2 tournament. So he is a freeze player for Alpha Sydney, if you don't know, which I think most people would after seeing them at RLCS. But tonight we see his actual first entry into twos, and Noisy being his accomplice. I think this is going to be a pretty insane shots, and a real good chance here to see how Drippy really works in his own element, because he's not really relying on his well, he's got one teammate to rely on, but he's going to have to do a hell of a lot more work and just take it on itself. It usually comes down to his play style.
Of course. And again, as I've been saying throughout the whole broadcast, if you are able to work together with your opponent, then you, sorry, not with your opponent, with your teammate, then you can create some epic chances, which we might just see here.
Drippy just mistiming that one here. Macca. We know how quickly Powerhouse are going to play this one. I don't want to give it away whatsoever. Noisy with a chance. Blocked up by Macca. Now Drippe looking to control. Pass one, D-Man. Get it over, but stopped on Noisy. Drippe looking for the angle. Macca blocks it up once again. Good defense here from Powerhouse. They're starting strong at the moment, but can't give this away. We know Their Drip Noise is going to continue to put pressure on the rotations. It's a solid tear right now. Here comes Drippy. He's mistimed the top level. Maka comes across and saves that one.
That could again have been very, very risky, but in the end, we do see Power Horse to just clear away the ball. But now, Noisy having an open goal.
So let's have a look at Noisy here. Takes out the midline player. D-Man misses the shot. Drippy able to turn around. And the spawn is far side for Maka. Regardless, he spawns so late on the point that he was never going to be able to get out and save that goal. So first one going to the boys, Drip Noise, and dedicated to a demo.
Yes, and well, getting off here with 1 goal starting out is always a good way to go from the beginning. And well, with all of the hype that we've been putting onto Drip Noise, then this is the way for them to perhaps win. Oh!
So I think this is played up here. Yeah.
Yeah,
so Noise tops it up.
Oh yeah.
No one home.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened in defense.
Exactly, but basically just it was all about Power Horse just getting too comfortable in the wrong place and leaving their own goal open is not the way to go. And
You're going to see like a replica of Soccer Mums here. Just get the attack, turns it, the angle, Maka's up, but can't get that high of the double touch boost. And he's probably low as well. Drippy in a good spot. You expect him with a bit of space, Drippy, to do a little bit of monstering and scoring quite a few goals in this match alone. Now there's a cheat up by D-Man. Maka will come across. At the moment, is at halfway down in the first. D-Man touches the bat. Drippy now he's wide here. Maka rolls it across goals, lands on the side. So there's a little bit of momentum. The pinch, well, that's caught Noisy off guard. He's in no man's land now, bumped out of the way. It sits back to the middle. Drippy's forced. D-Man, nice touch. Noisy's back to clear. Power Horse, White Cloud needed. Just get something working here. They do go forward, but defense is holding really strong at the moment.
Drip Noise are popping off in this game, living up to the hype that we've been putting on them, and the way that they are playing together, it is excellent, because we just see one guy putting it up to the spot A, another guy receiving it, and then just scoring a goal. But this is again very risky.
I'll tell you what, Maka almost did something amazing there, looking to try and flip that one in, but not to be. Now he's missed the side boost here, thinking it was coming in. D-Man said he was out of position. There, he's going to clear, but not going to be able to chase or follow. It might work out in his favour. It causes a 50-50 on to Drippy. Noisy getting up. D-Man flips the car at the right time, gets the ball back outside now, has to fly through the air. Maka there, elected to go. Communication may be an issue here for the boys of Power Horse. White Cloud need to be talking. You can't send 2 in the midfield. Drippy's moved over the top. Maka now. What's inside? We'll get it. Shot coming forth. D-Man!
That was very, very nice. Maka going all the way up the wall, putting it straight into the middle for D-Man to receive. That could not have been played better.
It's funny enough, when we see any play off a wall, it's generally easily read. You should be able to clear,
exactly.
Put the car in front. But what he had to do was go up and down, hold the ball with the momentum, and tell you what, that was some absolute mastery on the wall. Well, you won't see that much more. Maka, because not many people play off the wall like that. It's sort of just hit the backboard and go for the second ditch attempt and pull the defense out. But nicely done there, and sets up his teammate for a brilliant goal. Now saying that, it's 45. They need 2 more. Oh, Maka with a chance. Noisy was hit out of the way. Now Drippy be forced to challenge and go. Wants an inside line. It gets crossed far side. Noisy heading it forward. Inside line. Maka drops down a hot spot. Drippy with the touch. A little bit off target. He's head out wide. Noisy not able to do much now. Maka and D-Man looking for the 1-2. Maka will play himself. Goes over the top. Noisy. He's far right. Blocks. D-Man going to try and get around Drippy, but that's a rolling ball. Easy one to read. Noise in the last 10 seconds here. Oh, he's going to play inside. D-Man doesn't attempt. Does go at the end here, but that is time well and truly gone from them. And the first game going to Drip Noise.
Drip Noise, they played this game so awesome. I guess is the word that I want to use for this, because we just saw a lot of good ways that they scored in this game. 3 goals coming in from Drippe with 3 shots from him. But overall, Noise also coming in with some great setups for Drippe to play off from. And these two guys, they just work together so well. We did see Panos come in with 1 goal as well. So obviously they aren't a dead fish, and they can contest here against Drip Noise, but we need to see them play a little bit better in the next game in order to gain a bit more control over the ball so that they can actually win a game.
Well, for a first time in Rocket League history, the players don't ready up. The casters and the admin lobby ready up before the players go. So that's the first, and none of them are gone. So maybe it's a little thing. A little thing they want. They want the shout-outs as well. We have family from Mac and hi mum from D-Man. Shout out to everyone Twitch chat hanging out right now. This is the second semi-final. The winner going to take on the Soccer Mums in the grand final here for the Vapour 2v2 Legends Night. Where the legends are born, ladies and gentlemen. Bizer and Ben here. The double B combination with your call. Question to you, Ben, is Powerhorse going to be able to respond in this game?
I certainly think that they will be able to respond in this game. I think they came up with some okay plays in the last game, were able to create opportunities for themselves, and if they can just keep that up and cover their back as well, then this stadium should be theirs, but that's not the way you want to start this game.
No. And Maka pops this up sort of willy-nilly, thinking I'll be fine, but Noisy was on the read straight up there, and well, he gobbles that up every day of the week. Japan Noisy strong when it comes to the air. What's that, sorry?
But you have to give credit over to Noisy for just being in the right spot at the right time. I mean, going after that ball is not something you see very...
You want to talk about at the spot at the right time here. Look at this!
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about again. In the right place at the right time. Drippe taking control of that ball after we saw Noisy putting it up for him. I mean, this lineup of Drip Noise, they've smelled fresh blood, and now they are on the hunt and looking for even more prey.
Well, 2 goals very early on in this piece. Nerve-wracking at the moment. It's not essentially where you want to be, and here comes another one from Drippe over the top. Oh my goodness.
I know I said that Powerhorse has a way of winning this game, and they still do. But we need to see them play more conservatively. We need to see them just slow things down. Focus on just making quality plays or quantity plays, because this is not what they're supposed to do. They are leaving their goal open all the time and getting too comfortable in the wrong place. We need to see them just slow down. Do it like that.
Well, Maka had time here. Makes the 50-50. His opponent didn't really actually hit it, so he had a clear run at it off the backboard. No challenge whatsoever coming, so he was able to work the angle in and get the first goal here for Powerhorse. Well, they got 1, so they essentially can challenge. They had 1 in the last game as well. It's the same scoreline we had before. Drippe is coming over the top. Oh my goodness.
Well, you just said the keyword. They had 1, yes, and they only had to score 2 goals, but 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. Now they have to score 3 goals again, and they're just letting Drip Noise come back into this game all the time. Powerhorse. Well, I want to see more power from them.
Well, pale. I want them to pale their opponents. Sounds a little bit more lethal, doesn't it?
A little bit.
I don't know. Well, it's definitely against them. They're heavy underdogs in this game. They've got some great defensive pressure, Powerhorse, but their defensive structure has been completely exposed in the first game. The second one as well, asking questions pretty much the whole time they're playing this here. Flip up from D-Man, it's still centralised over the top. Drippe will just guide it in. As we talk about the hot spot in the centre line, essentially the same thing. You just can't clear to that position. It just gives the opposition an easy goal.
Exactly, and you know what? You also said that yes, they have some great defensive line. They are good in the defense, but We also have an old saying that says, "Little strokes, they fell great oaks." And well, all of these just little attacks, all of this continual aggression coming out from Drip Noise are making sure to fell this great oak of Power Horse.
I was going to say, can you say that saying again, just a little bit slower? I just did not get it. Noisy's going to take a go anyway.
Little strokes, they fell great oaks.
Little strokes take foul.
Fell great oaks. Yeah.
Foul. Fail.
Fell.
Fell great oaks. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
You get it, mate?
No, I don't. I'm still gone. Logic with Bison, it's not there. A team man with a chance.
Boosted caster.
But you know what? Eventually, I'll get used to the accent, and then I'll just be able to hear everything properly. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's interesting. You ever talk to a French person or someone in a completely different area with a different language? The way they pronounce sort of the words and everything just sort of catches everyone off guard. Like the English accents, like in England and in the US, easy. But when it comes to like Sweden or French or anything like that, you're like, because it's the way you have a different language. That's the thing. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm getting carried away with it. It's another goal here for D-Man Powerhouse. They're keeping themselves within it. But it's a tough fight back from here. It's a nice goal.
Oh yeah, it isn't. It is indeed a very uphill battle as of now. Being down 4 goals, however, they did score 1 goal, giving them a little bit of hope now. But still, time is running out, and 4 goals is what they have to score, and it's looking less and less likely to happen.
I got a good question for you. I know we're a little slightly off topic, but people want to know is, you're Danish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, at what point is English a major language to speak? Obviously, you talk Danish first and foremost, but how often would you speak English in a day-to-day life?
Not very often. It's only because I do commentary that I actually speak a lot of English.
There you go.
It's not something you do very often. Someone wants to make him do his first language. Okay.
Make him do his first language. Go on, do it. Give us a play.
Hej alle sammen, mit navn det er Jesper Kunst, og jeg er her for at kommentere Rocket League sammen med Bajsa.
I think you were saying something along the lines you're doing a hey, welcome to OC Rocket League. I'm commenting with Bajsa and myself or something like that. As Noisy gets another one. Number 7, you could care to explain if you want.
Yeah, I just said that my name is Jesper Ben Wommenkunst and I'm here to do a Rocket League broadcast alongside Bajsa. Oh, I get an epic from the chat. Thank you, Gold99. I love you.
Growler, you classic man. leave the kid alone. Macca coming across. One thing you got to realise about our chat, half of it loves to have fun with the commentators. It's a little bit of a run off it. There's Macca with a chance, go on the outside. Noisy realising this. A minute remaining, 5 goals. This is going to be a hard feat, isn't it?
Yeah, right now it's all about just counting the clock down. There's really not a lot that Power Horse can do. They are down 5 goals with 45 seconds left to go. It's looking very unlikely for them to come back in this game.
Well, there's 2 up there, which gives Drippe just a boomer of a shot. If he wants to take it, goes downfield. D-Man with a block. Noisy out of position because of that one. Macca does get the 50-50. Doesn't work out in his favour. D-Man with the drop of the ball. Noisy almost tees off the top. That was close. I think that would be the last effort here, unless we see D-Man carry one home. Noisy out to the side. I think game number 2 is set in stone, and a great little advantage here for the boys of Drip Noise. Here comes Drippe. Not going to happen. Noise outside. Going to wrap the wall here. Macca has the line. Drippe got a little bit aggressive on the forward line. That will drop and essentially be this game done. They take the second, and they're 1 away from going into the grand final.
We might just see 2 series getting swept here in the semifinals today. The first series today was a 3-0. This second series is also looking to be a 3-0. And I must say that despite it being a 3-0, a lot of these games are very entertaining and filled with action, and I do believe that the viewers are also entertained by the games.
Well, we're going to essentially ready up and get into the third game, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, Droopnoise on the cusp of getting themselves into a grand final, and well, they're definitely showing why they should be there in the end of the day. Just complete dominance, and why not when you have one of the top players in the OC region playing for your team? It wouldn't be any other way. But in saying that, Macca and D-Man, if they wanted to perform right now, would be the best time to come at them. Put the reverse sweep into play. Do not let a 3-0 happen in the tournament. And I know Powerhouse Whitecloud have been working hard over the last 8 to 10 weeks with their gameplay. They certainly would want to try and make this one happen here.
And I would love to see a reverse sweep come out here in the semifinals. And this is a great start.
This second touch by Macca is superb here. It's the 50-50 that counts, but here, back inside, just gets it on, and D-Man, top left, no one home, able to get the first. It's a good start by Powerhouse, but they need to make sure defense is strong at the start.
But you also have to give credit to D-Man for just being in the middle right there. I mean, not a lot of players would be there, would have just discarded the idea of getting a goal off of that the opportunity.
Drippe.
Oh, I got hypo nothing right there.
Tough angle for him at the moment. Noisy was just sort of reversing there, turns it inside. Cross pass field, no one there for it. D-Man grab for the boost, come back inside. Not a bad play by him. He sends it off the backboard. Drippy looking for the angle. Now sets on D-Man. That was always going to be tough to hit. Macca stays back. He's creeping forward here, and he's going to go underneath. D-Man should be able to go. Oh my goodness, Noisy almost had this, and he's out of position.
No.
Drippy's caught out. They're going wide here, but Macca not enough pace. He's going to try and grab the air ball. Drippy just gets enough touch on it. And now down he goes. Essentially, he's got an open line here, but it's zero boost for him. Macca with enough. I think Drippe picked up the 100 in the corner as it respawns, so pressure well and truly still set. D-Man back to the middle. Macca on a D-line. Drippe up. Noisy, well, he's about to go, but he stayed down, realising how quickly that ball was moving. Macca takes himself out, gives the ball straight to Drippe, who sends it to D-Man. Powerhouse just playing with the ball, and I think this is probably what's going to be the undoing. If they continue just to throw the ball away, they need to just make sure they keep it going. Use the backboard, pull them out of position, go over the top. Here's a chance, both of them are up, and here comes Macca, the redirection, and it goes! Beautiful shot!
And now we might just see the comeback of Powerhouse. Yes, you said that they were not really that good at keeping control over the ball, but it's also a way for them to start a counter-attack all the way down from their own goal. Now being 2 up against Droopnoise. Is this the comeback? Is this the reverse sweep? I'm tumbling all my words, Bison.
Hold on to your horses at the moment. On the edge of his seats, 3 minutes remaining. In any game of Rocket League, there's still plenty of time here for a 3-0 sweep, but it's essentially a good start here by Powerhouse. D-Man is going to cruise back for the moment. That ball's going to be given away. Noisy putting an angle on Macca, now sends us out. Drippe waiting for this. One thing about Alpha Sydney and their players, they are set up for a rebound. He gets a chance to play this inside. He's got to go. Noisy. It's at hard angle, so he blocks instead. Now the tricky play, the slow play, the hardest in any game is when you're out of position and your car's not angled right. Managed to get it out, Powerhouse. Drippe, oh, he's got the fake around, and Macca's got a block just with the goal post, but it's opened up for Noisy. They pick up the first goal.
I thought for sure that that goal could not be going in as Drippe were not able to secure it, but we did again see Powerhouse not being able to clear away the ball, going straight into the middle for Noisy to pick up. And now, Droopnoise, they are trying to get back into this game. Powerhouse are falling a little bit flat, crumbling like a cookie right here.
An absolute cookie. I've never heard that before, but it's crumbling. It's crumbling quite badly.
It is indeed crumbling.
It didn't allow
It
enough
is
time
indeed
to
crumbling,
bake.
and
It didn't allow enough time to bake, right?
Maybe, but nonetheless, it's all about right now just seeing how Powerhouse, they are losing control of the ball, and when you give the ball back into the hands of Droopnoise, well then Droopnoise will punish you.
Noisy, great work there. Wraps around D-Man, almost come the inside, bumps Drippy. The flip will, well, he's got it here, but essentially he doesn't want control, just lets it go. Macca over the top now. As he was waiting, there was a challenge there, misses the ball now. That is D-Man on target, Drippy gets up. I think he's low on boost. He's got nothing in his tank, so he got up in the last ditch effort. D-Man tries to cut in line, but Noisy had that red every day of the week. The ball rolling back inside. Macca likes far side, and you realise Noisy's waiting for it. Has to get the second touch, a 50-50 now in the middle. Macca has the line. Not much boost. He looks to go over the top. Noisy gets the top touch. It's coming down. D-Man will commit, but he's out of position. Drippy not doing much. It comes back in the middle. Almost Macca. The turn here. It has to be good. It's going to be hard to bring back in, and Noisy gets up and saves. A minute remaining.
1 minute remaining. This game can go both ways. We are teetering on a breaking point here, Baisa, as we do see Powers again trying to get control of the ball.
Drippy forward, 2 on the wall. Risky play. Noise is going to take this time. Gets countered very quickly. Powerhouse want a result. 45 seconds. Macca pops up. Drippy challenges. It's anyone's ball. Noisy has the line here. D-Man stays down. This is a tricky play. Macca's on the back rotation. Noisy's going to play the outside. Almost gets it, but it's sent far side. Anyone's ball. Drippy this time will go. It's going to come down to one crucial mistake that ends this game right now. Drippy up. Waiting Noisy. On the backboard, Macca. Low boost, doesn't get the touch, but it comes down for D-Man. Second touch favours him. Drippy now out of position. Boost is the most valuable economy right now. D-Man. Can they set up a play? It's a flip up for Macca. Noisy's going to get there for the save.
Oh!
It's overtime, the call right now. Holy moly's, to keep themselves alive, Powerhouse need a goal.
But that was so crucial that could have ended the game right there. But yes, you said it, Powerhouse. 1 goal is all that's separating them from either being thrown out of the tournament or getting another chance.
Noisy pops this up. Counted out, D-Man. Macca, he's in a real interesting position. D-Man now, like, he has to fight from the back line. It's an open goal. Oh, no, not a way to end it. So Noisy takes that, and it comes down to Macca being stagnant in the middle. He forced himself at the ball. D-Man was like, I'm not here. I'm not back on the rotation. So Noisy gets an easy opening, and all you got to do is point the nose at the goal. What a way to end it. Unfortunately, it's not the way Powerhouse wanted to get back into this series. They're not able to get the win. They'll go down 3 straight. Drip Noise, well, it's a great way to go into a grand final.
That could have been quite a Cinderella story right there, Barisa, if we had seen Powerhouse being able to come back into the game. However, Fate did not want that, and we are going to be seeing Drip Noise moving on to the grand final.
Well, what a game that was played out to be. A good effort at the end there from Powerhouse White Cloud, and I like the intensity they brought onto the game. Drip Noise started to get challenged, and for a moment, I think they were sweating. I think it was tough for them. They weren't able to sort of get their momentum into the game, and, well, to me, it was a low-scoring affair in that second one. But you just have to think that, you know, Powerhouse starts strong, but when it comes later into the game, they start to drop off, and that was the real sort of hairy point for them in that game alone. Now, they had that lead, then Drip Noise just piled on goals, very quick goals, very quickly to bring that back in, and then all of a sudden they had to go, oh crap, you know, it's gone. We're going to have to really tighten up and see if we can get one back. And they had the opportunities, but defense was on top of Drip Noise. They were just superb.
And I have to agree with you. And it just shows which team was the better team. Because if you start to fall off once you get into the later stages of a game, well, then you just aren't able to defend probably. Then you will start to lose these goals. And your opponents, if they are better, they will come back. They will swing at you. And they will shut you down.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break here on OC Rocket League as we get set into the grand final. If you missed all the action, do not go anywhere. Stay here right now. It is Soccer Mums taking on Drip Noise. Essentially, these players play with each other all the time. So this is going to be an epic 2v2 Legends match where the Legends are born right here, right now. My name is Biza. Joining me is Ben. We'll be back after this.
The numbers grow by the day as millions come to compete. Those who sit at the top hear footsteps behind them louder than ever as they fight to keep hold of their crowns. Some will last a few years, maybe more, but none will last forever. What can one do to leave a mark which stands the test of time? It's quite simple, really. You can play for something greater than yourself. In this case, your country, your nation, your home. The World Cup, presented by the League of Rockets.
Sent on his way to power shot and cleans out the goal line. Easy goal, four on the lines. Just here's the thing: they put a shot on out for Sydney, but they did a disciplined thing.
It's not allowed.
No, that's bad. Oh my goodness, Drippay! What are you doing? What a goal! Then again, just come off a 3-game straight. Oh, Dreamy, that's a great touch. Well, prove me wrong. Just gets in a good spot and slams. Nowhere to be seen. Challenging on the back now is a demo. A 2v1. The pop and play. Decker. Can he light it up? He goes out right. Decker! The moments of heroes and legends aboard. It's Decker with a big game.
I want the top.
What a play! Off the wall! All the training in the world cannot make you do that! That is pure skill!
If you know me,
So he does it himself! It's all about the hats! Decker! The moments of heroes!
and you don't just wake up rich one day. This kind of life never just.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the grand final coming up right now. It is Biza and Ben joining you here in the studio. OC Rocket League coming at you. It's 2v2 Legends. I'm loving it right now. And Ben, mate, it is a big night. Absolutely fantastic night.
It is indeed, and it's also going to be one hell of a series that we are having coming up here in just a few minutes. I mean, Drip Noise coming up against Soccer Moms. I definitely couldn't ask for more. These two teams have impressed me quite a lot, and this is the first time that I'm watching Australian Rocket League, so that doesn't say that much. I mean, sorry, that says a lot. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, let's get into this. It is the boys of Noisy and Dripay. Drip Noise on the blue team, and Soccer Mums, Delusion and Justice Robo that had a blinder in their semi-final. Essentially, both of these teams have clean swept the semi-final stages. So if it's got anything to speak about it, it's going to be pretty close on skill level. Be interesting to see what Delusion can set out to achieve. And as to say that, he does set one on target. And it's back out at the moment. Noisy straight down the field. Sets back in. Delusion. Soft touch out to the corner. Dripay trying to continue the momentum. Now to stop for a moment. The 50-50. Delusion wins this one. Still not a strong clearance coming out by the Soccer Mums. They're under pressure early.
Yes, they are indeed. And, well, Soccer Moms, they aren't quite that... Oh, sorry. We saw a lot of aggressive plays coming out from them in their semifinals. If they can keep that up, if they can actually get into that stance of being able to create aggression, then that might just be the way to go for them.
Delusion out to the right side. Sets up for Noisy at the moment. Delusion again back to the Dripay. Sends someone on its way. Now that is a little bit high, but also it's going to be off target if it dropped in. Been a poster of anything. Illusion again, a second travel on that. And at the moment, it seems to be the boys of Drip Noise, even though it doesn't seem they're playing a fast game Rocket League, they're able to get the 50-50s to work in their favour, and that's what's counting at the moment. Dripay favoring. Oh, that was close, but it was a hard one to complete as it was pretty wide and a tough angle. Would have absolutely broken the protractor in half if we got that one.
With all of these small attacks coming in from Drip Noise, they are slowly wearing down their opponents, and that is why they have the complete ball control, why they can continue to do these aggressive attacks.
A chance here, Justice Robo counters Noisy. Now Delusion. Got one of the masters to get around. No, he does it! Delusion! Delusion! With the first goal.
Well, we talked all the time about how Drip Noise were the ones in control, but Delusion wants to prove us wrong, and Soccer Moms are now in the lead.
Well, I said a little bit earlier, if you hear me say Delusion, it's because there is a player called that. The Delusion tonight is carrying so much, and he's back on display right there, ladies and gentlemen. A fantastic save, now sent forward, Justice Robo. Dripay's not going to be able to get there. Comes out, in fact, does enough to get the deflection out wide. It was a super close effort. Last-ditch effort. Dripay. Some time for him to get set into this. A different manner of game. He's probably not used to twos, as I say that. Noisy. Well, he's just taken himself upon himself to do it all.
That was great from Noisy, tricking one, tricking two, and scoring the first goal for Drip Noise. Just coming all the way down from downtown. Not that much team play involved in there, but you don't always need that to be able to score goals.
Delusion, the read right now, this best of 7. It's already at an intensity level that I'm expecting. And this is fantastic play coming out for Delusion. Just reads it well off the wall, connects the middle, continues to flow with the car. That's how good it was. They take back the lead here. Soccer Mums, even though it's the most random name that you can play with Rocket League, they're still doing well.
And it looks like these two teams are so evenly matched. Once Soccer Moms get in control of the ball, they are able to just take it all the way down to their opponent's goal and score. That's what we've been seeing 2 times in this game and might just see again.
Oh, Robo. Once he gets up and blocks, Dripay over the top. Going to charge down the wing. There's 2 there to counter. Dripay, realizing it's not the occasion, backs out. Noisy turns the car, will be high up. Counter here, he's faking. Dripay with some time. Will pop out to the side knowing there's a defense coming right at him. Wants to try and demo, loses the supersonic speed away from Delusion. And well, he's juked him out on the goal line, not in this occasion out wide. A little bit more confidence been set there. Drippe gets over the top. Noisy has to counter. It's unlike territory for Drip Noise right now. The last game we saw them, they dominated. Their defense wasn't put under pressure, but it is well and truly right now. Robo reads a defensive play, and he does well here.
Soccer moms are coming up and showing me that despite me putting Drip Noise as my clear favorites going into this grand final, that they are definitely not a team to take on lightly, and they have to get respect, which looks like Drip Noise aren't giving them that much of, because they are again trying to just get control of the ball but leaving their own end open. But oh, that was a mistake as well coming in from Soccer Moms.
Noisy. This is sort of like a real pressure cooker moment right now. Drip Noise, anytime it needs to score, it's here. Give themselves at least 30 seconds to get the tire and even win it if they want. Gonna have to work hard at this at the moment. They're set in the defense. Evolution has been a monster so far, blocking up a lot of defensive pressure. He's getting up for the turn here, but out of boost. Hoping that he would pass that and be able to continue to fly with the 100 pickup, but not there. Drippe wants an insane angle. Oh, he gets the turn in. Almost works Delusion's angle the car into his favour, but it's not going to happen. Back to defense to go this first game. Well and truly set for the boys of the Soccer Mums. And an incoming goal. Well, it might not be. Drippe getting this one.
You can't say that too early, because everything can happen in Rocket League. And with a long ball, Drippe are able to pull it back. 11 seconds left to go. One goal is all that stands between Soccer Moms, Drip Noise, and overtime.
Noisy in a tricky position. This will be involvement of keeping it off the ground. They're going to get the 0 seconds here. Noisy. Oh, Drippe loves this moment. And it goes! Oh, save! What an ending to the first game. And that is the first, ladies and gentlemen. They hold on. It's the Soccer Moms. I couldn't believe it. Ben couldn't believe it.
I don't think that my heart can take this if we continue with more games this way. Oh, Bison.
Do you need?
Oh, that was close.
Do you need the full 60 seconds, my friend? Are you okay? Do I need to call your Danish doctor over there and get them to come over and rescue you because you're having a heart attack?
No,
Okay.
The best medication is even more Rocket League games.
That's what I like to hear. Let's read up and get into the next game. What a game that was. The pressure being set.
That was crazy.
The 2 goals by Delusion as well was intense. And the way he played his game, heading up in the midfield defensive rotation, really was a benefit and a plus. Just as Robo got absolutely aggressive as well. Second game will be interesting to see if they can replicate the same, or whether Drippe and Noisy just pull the extra stop out, because we know, well, not you, but... and you'll soon see, but I know these boys have another level.
Yes, and well, I must say that I was really impressed by the Soccer Moms in that game. We did see them play in the semifinals, but this is a whole nother level, and if they can keep this up, well, then it's going to be so impressive for them, and they will surely be able to get the victory here against Drip Noise.
Delusion. He's done a bit of a faking game before the block. Oh, it's superb. He gets in there with the first. You cannot get past this guy. He's on top of everything.
And Soccer Moms, they do want to win this grand final as they come in immediately and score their first goal. The Season 3 Grand Champion, Delusion, coming up huge, popping off.
Well, they're playing for, I believe, 50% of the prize pool is for first, 25% of the prize pool for second, and total right now is 65 USD. So we can get the calculator out. We'll start to work it out. Not too much, but it's pretty healthy at the end of the day. Robo looking for an inside touch. That required probably an intense angle and probably for him to go a little bit slower, but it doesn't work out. Noisy out the side. Delusion has been strong. Wants another touch here. We'll get it. Robo. Oh, there's the angle slice. He was looking for. He didn't get the first time, but you know, if you don't succeed, try again. Robo.
Exactly. And well, I mean, this is not what I want to see from Drip Noise. Drip Noise, they started out really well, tried to make that play where they actually work together as a team. Didn't succeed, and then they couldn't clear away the ball, which has been a consistent problem from them, not being able to clear the ball properly, and now they are just slowly falling apart in this game.
And the race back, Drupe sends it forward. Noisy has to be careful here on the counter now. It sets up to the midfield. He gets the line here, but he'll lose possession. Looks to try and cut off the play now. Two-head in the corner, Delusion. Lets this one go. Robo hanging out in the middle right now. Just being super careful what they want to go after. And, well, what made them so successful in the first game was the fact that they just continued the aggression on there. They need to make sure that the aggression is there, but they're real selective in what they attack. This is a good opportunity here to forward to the play. Delusion now pops on over the top. Drupe, he sends it up. Robo has a chance for light up the goals, but just the angle and the handbrake wasn't enough to get himself in line. Drupe, that is a sailing clear. Gets the second off the wall to Illusion. Awkward touch for him. We'll give chance here for Noisy. That gets up and sets it on its way. That is a floating ball down. It's high. Drupe back out to the side. It's half game been set in the last minute, being dry. But both ends of the, for the teams, not able to score right now.
But I do really believe that the way that we see Soccer Moms play in this game right now is the best way that they could possibly play, going for aggression while still keeping back and being able to defend their goal, not giving anything over to the side of Drip Noise, not giving them any advantage at all.
I like what Delusion did there. He sort of, knowing that his teammate was right stuck in the pocket and didn't have much boost to get back, he played sort of a reverse game onto the ball, then attacked it, almost getting it past. Although he has to play the defensive role right now because the pressure is well and truly set. It's just got themselves in a good position. Noise, it's going to be tricky for him. Almost teed off the top. He lifts the car enough. Able to get the pinch outside now. This one's on target. Delusion has to get up. He does save Justice Robo. This is awkward for him. He plays it right out to the midline play. Drippy to Noisy. They're going to do the angle. Cut it. Beautiful shot, but Delusion waiting for it. Justice Robo there as well. Oh, no. I don't know what's happened to Ben. I think we might have dropped him again, but it just come back out, and Drupe with a great reset. Noisy picking up the boost in the midway line, able to get the open goal. They bring one back.
Yes, and again, this is what we need to see from Drip Noise, seeing them work together as a team, because clearly they cannot win as individuals. That's just a place where the Soccer Moms, they outshine them. But if they work together as a team, if they're able to just take away the attention from the Soccer Moms, if they just wear them down slowly, then they will be able to score goals.
Illusion has been solid so far in the D-line. Now putting pressure on Drupe. The ball set up high with the deflection. Drupe going to be demoed out here. No realising was coming after him. Well, I think he did. Just decided not to go. Rather a reset. We're coming down to the minute mark. It's 1 goal differential. Potential here for a tie-up. 2 goals is not enough for Soccer Mums. Need to score a little bit more here. Delusion pops one off the side. Drupe, oh, he's missed a couple so far. Noisy tests out the goal line. Just pops it up and doesn't go. He's on attack, but this time he goes. He's out of place now. Drupe grabs the pace, looks for the quick clearance across. They have set up this side for him, so they should be able to recover the ball. Now set on Delusion. Justice Robo hangs out. Drupe the pinch over the top. Now the rebound play. Drupe just got to set it on, and he does. The equaliser with 30 seconds remaining.
And as you said, 30 seconds remaining, and this might just be the comeback for Drip Noise. 2-2. Overtime is inbound unless we see either team score. But for now, Soccer Moms, they are falling a little bit off their game.
You're not wrong there. At the moment, it seems to be the Drupe Noisy show as they start to get into their rhythm. Noisy with a touchdown now. Drupe hasn't committed on this. Too far away. Delusion. Touch off target. Well, that is clever by Robo. He gives a real chance here to set one up in the last 11 seconds. It comes out in front, but the rebound goal is well and truly on here. Robo has to be careful. The counter. Noise waits. He sets it up. Where is Drupe? He's low boost in a wrong angle. It's overtime for the second game.
And now, all that stands between the two teams are 1 goal. Will we see?
Oh!
Oh!
Well, all that stands between Noisy is a ball and some air. Robert absolutely missing that one. Holy moly, Drip Nose, they take up the second game.
This game is, this series is closer than I expected. I mean, I thought that Drip Noise would be able to at least win 4 games very convincingly, but Soccer Moms are putting up quite a good performance against Drip Noise, and this and overall the series is just teetering on a breaking point. It can go either way. It's a cliffhanger.
It's really weird to see Drippe in his such a different element that he's used to. He's part of Alpha Sydney, the top team in Australia, right, in OCE right now. It's a freeze team. They always have a third player. It's relied on real short passes, but not 1, but 3, and the rebounds off the goals. 2s is a completely different matter, and you can't play that game style. It's all about the personal skill, the 1v1 ability, because most of the time it's going to be a 1v1 battle at the goal, and it's all about the juking. So a different game for him to perform, and he's starting to get his mojo into this. I'll tell you what, Delusion as well, and Justice Rover for the Soccer Mums, they have been on fire. At the moment, this game is on a knife's edge, and it could go anywhere right now. Trippe trying out his 1v1 skill, just with a little shimmy fake. It doesn't work out as it's red. Justice Robo now cleaning this one out. Drippe holding it up. 15 boost and a dream. It does get counted. 50-50 Robo able to work that one now. Oh, that was interesting. Drippe wanted to take the line out. Dissolution goes up. Now played under it. It's sent back out. Noisy should be able to counter this and hold it up for now. Illusion in a tricky place. Wanted the boost. Doesn't get it. Robo comes and collects it instead. Drippe back. He'll be looking for far side clearance. In fact, he elects to stay inside, so not a bad pull as the player had rotate far side for it. Drippe now down and Noisy. Incoming first goal. Not going to be stopped on the D-line. Nicely done from the team.
The start from Drip Noise is good. The way that they play together is the way that this game should be played. Just taking it up the wall, making sure that you can drag it all the way into the middle, and then having a receiving part at the end of the ball is the way to score safe and secure goals.
Drippe back into the middle, Noisy. It's high off the backboard. This is what Drippe likes. At the moment, they're not getting the second, third touches how they would like to get it. This is over the back. Now that's a rolling ball, which is going to be wide. Noisy looks for the pinch, but it just floats right now on the edge of the box. Robo commits. Delusion. He's going to go for it. It's risky play. He's going to try and set this back in, and it whips instead. Noisy with some time. Floats himself off the wall and able to get the touchdown. Now Delusion has demoed one. That's a reset. Justice Robo in the corner. That ball sent far side. Drippe with an opening here if he can work it. Just got to play the left side corner. Oh! Drippe! Instead of the left corner, he plays the top backboard and turns the car at the perfect time.
Now that was again one hell of a goal. Just getting that second touch meant that he would put it in to the goal. And now Soccer Moms, they had a good showing in the first game.
My
They
goodness.
fell off in the second game, and it looks like they are just getting weared out.
Well, Drippe, he's finally pulled out a clutch shot using the backboard and deciding that he wanted to turn the car and slam it home. Nicely done. Now waiting for the approach. 1v1 downfield. Brought back Justice Robo now. Delusion's off target. It was already up. Noisy cleans up the re-rotation. To turn there is Savage. It's bounced up on the crossbar, but waiting there is Noisy, and it's just him in its own element. He demos here, and that cleans out the goal line, giving him a goal.
And now this is the Drip Noise that I expected to see coming into this grand final. Them being clear, concise, and just taking these small, efficient trades. Soccer Moms, it's looking like they are getting a little bit tired, and Drip Noise are taking full advantage of that.
Noisy out wide at the moment, halfway down in the third, best of 7. Still plenty of games to be played here in this final. It has been an intense one so far, but Dripnoise gaining more of the possession here and gameplay. That is a beauty of a shot from Noisy. It's a good cross coming out from Drippe, but countered right now. They're setting forward here. Soccer Mums looking for their first goal of the third. And they want it. It's opening up, and there is Delusion that gets the first one.
Now, Soccer Moms, can they come back into this game? They want that trade at the wall. That is not exactly the cleanest trade that I've ever seen, but if they can keep the rotations up where they are able to attract the ball and get control of the ball every time it falls down, then that might just be the way for them to score at the blue court.
Delusion with the touch. On top.
Ooh.
Noisy there. They're going to take a little bit more effort to get this goal looking for, but still time in this game tied up, and it's the first time we've really seen the boys of Soccer Mums be behind. Read perfectly by Delusion. Oh my goodness. What a play.
I think we are about to see the complete turnaround in this game as Soccer Moms scored their second game. I said that they were getting tired. I think they just went out to buy a lot of energy drinks because now they are turning up the heat.
Red Bull. Oh, it's tied up. Oh my goodness, well.
I can't believe this, Spicer. I really can't believe this. Dripnoise, they sat so comfortable in this game. Now they've given away their lead because they are getting lazy. They're not getting control of the ball, which they should be. All it takes is working together as a unit.
It's also winning those 50-50s. If you can get one to go in your favour, it gives you at least an 80% chance of scoring, because the other one's going to be out, at least on a rotation or out of position, not realising, not thinking the ball's going to go on that line. And you had the first line of effect to go there, knowing that you've won it. Oh, the fakes again. He knows it right now that he's on top. Drippe almost counters here. Justice Robo forced over the top. The pass back. Noise is going to go the angle. Delusion, well, he realises it's not the angle to go. Oh, and it's clever because he stays back, and Noisy puts it right where he went up for the save on the ball. Now Robo elects not to take it off the wall. Noisy was flipping past. It does get a deflection. Delusion, got to be careful. Puts it over the top of one. Now waiting, Noise. Oh, the inside. He'll do it again. No, Noise wastes his time. He's not going to get jagged twice.
No, he will not. Now that puts the momentum back into the swing of Dripnoise. They are attacking.
Last 30 right now. 3-all. Game number 3 to be decided who takes the lead in this game, in this series. Oh, there's a chance for Justice Robo. Delusion out to the side. Drippy will clear this long. Downfield. It'll be a challenge here for Delusion to do something here with the ball, but essentially gives it back. Now Noisy to fly. Needs a nice sit on this one. Robo has the ground. It comes down. Oh, it's counted, but it's wide by Drippe. This shot would have clutched it out and given them a win, but they're going to take this back out. The chances, Robo wants this up high. Drippe with a touch, keeps it down. Delusion off the backboard. He won't get the second, third effort, and it will be overtime.
Once again, and I have to give the advantage over to Soccer Moms in this overtime, because they have just been able to get control of the car, sit in the driver's seat, and if they can keep it up, then they will surely win this this overtime, also because they've been so good at winning 50-50s.
It's set up at the moment, Robo. I'm not 100% sure or confident that the Soccer Mums can get this one over the line. When a good team finds a way to score, it's Drippe and Noisy doing something amazing. A set up here, potential. Noisy doesn't commit. Drippe back on the D. Sets it up for his team. Now got the high play. Delusion out to the side. Robo will force himself. 50-50. Plays it back. Now Noisy was looking for the block, and he's actually got one player off the line. Able to get back his save is Delusion. Justice Robo mistimes as he gives Noisy a plummet on the shot of goals. A demo there and a save from Delusion holds up for now. That is a beauty of a crossover. Could have been a goal, just slightly low would have been fantastic. Now Drippe up on the wall. Waiting on the floor, Noisy. Defense, a strong suit here for the Dripnoise. Soccer Mums looking every possible way, but they're going to play defense first. Drippe looking to do it himself, he's wide. Delusion saves.
This overtime is so crazy, going back and forth from the orange side to the blue side all the time. And both teams, they really want to score. oh, they really want to win this third game in this best of 7 series.
50-50, crosses ball, Justice Robo. So often he's been on target. This time he elects wide. Ripe, the counters are just wide at the moment. Both teams, sooner or later, there'll be one over the back that goes straight in, and that's how this generally ends. The amount of pressure. This is on top. The angle's there. It's going to be scored over the duration of time as it got out to a more tricky position. The rotations got caught off on the back net. Justice Robo and Noisy coming through, clutching the end. They take the lead in this best of 7.
And it was a beautiful, just let me start over. It was really, really well played by Noisy, just being there in the end, making sure that he would get control of that ball, being able to put it into the goal. With nobody being there to defend, that meant that they would win the overtime, despite giving up 3 goals in that game when they were ahead 3 goals.
What a tough match to start it. So it's at a point of the soccer mums, they start on fire. Like Delusion and Justice Robo have such an ultimate play style that gives them a great start, and Drippe and Noisy sort of starting off slow, you dare say, but as the game gets on, it just switches sides. And funny enough, it's sort of, we started strong with the soccer mums, and now it seems to be all in the favour of Drip Noise, and they're in a good position right now.
Drip Noise are clawing their way back in this grand final. As you said, Soccer Moms, they won the first game here in the grand final, but after that, it just all swung back into the favor of Drip Noise, who have now won 2 games in a row.
Well, some big goals to happen tonight. I'll tell you what, Jeffrey definitely got himself on Rocket Dailies. I reckon we'll see that clipped a little bit later. Oh, he's going to get another chance here. 2 double save. Double committal. It's risky, but they get it over the top now. Robo pops it out. Delusion just needs to put on target. It's going, it's sailing, it's right side, but Drippe gets there. Holds it up. Robo playing himself. Wants the inside, and Noisy blocks superbly. Nicely done.
Nicely done indeed. And well, if they can just keep this up, keep this aggression up, then that will perhaps be the way to win this game. However, Drip Noise, they are also a team that we know once they get control of the ball, then they will take it all over the map, and they will be able to just end it off of there. So Soccer Moms, they are the ones that has to do something proactive in this game.
He's run out of boost.
Ooh.
He's run out of boost. Robo. Now to pop and play. Over the top. Drippe loves these scenarios because he loves to defend them. Did well on this occasion. Noisy losing the line here. That one almost in. Delusion. Ever so assassination. Is literally on an assassination level the way he plays his Rocket League. Strong, fast, and some tight angles as well. This time, another chance. This time, Drippe denies them any fact to come around that corner. Noise almost dunked over the top. Puts the nose down, then the back end up, able to get the block. Noise does it himself.
Marvelous dodge right there from Noise. Just doing that 1-1, first tricking Delusion, and then he were able to just roll it into the goal. I mean, this is exactly what Drip Noise, they are so good at. Sometimes they can't do this when we don't expect them to do so, and that is the magic of Drip Noise.
Ball sets in the middle, Drippe. Almost with the car angle down. Although the boost didn't favour him and he didn't turn, Noisy will do it instead. They'll put in the second, and I just get a feeling this defence from the Soccer Mums just getting a little bit complacent.
Yeah, I would say that you can say that, and Soccer Moms are falling off. I like to use the word again, getting tired. It seems like being in such a long series is taking their toll on them. They've been going for 2 hours or so now, and it is slowly just draining them out.
If you want to talk wealth of experience in terms of playing long series, Drippe and Noisy are definitely 2 candidates that are like what could you say? Tournament ready. Noisy gets the third as he gets that one in. A pretty standard play on this one. Just carried away. Defense got caught up field. But
Yeah.
my point in saying this, they're pretty much tournament ready. For as long as it needs to go, for as many teams need to enter, they play as many games, and we could be talking about maybe 45 games that Drippe or 50 games that Drippe and Noisy play almost every tournament, and they play 3 to 4 tournaments a week. So this will be something up their alley. But you think about Delusion, I'm not sure whether he plays too many, and Justice Robo, well, you know, he's come off a bit of a break. He does play time to time, but not the amount of what Drippe do. Nice goal, Delusion.
Well, a goal from Delusion here, coming in with what could potentially be the first hope for Soccer Moms to actually claw their way back into this game. I mean, now we've just seen them fall down a little bit, but they're trying to get back up. They won the first game, lost the second two, the consecutive 2 games, and now in this 4th game are trying to get back, but that's not the way to do so.
One quick response comes down to it. Drippe, open defense. Robo forcing himself back on the line, not able to get there at the end of the day. 2 minutes 11, 4-1 scoreline. It's 2-1 at the moment in this series. Drip Noise in a good spot here to take the third and put himself into tournament point. And it'd be scary. Noisy flying with the ball, out of boost.
They are on a path to glory right here, Drip Noise, and if they can keep it up, then, well, I mean, championship point will be in their hands, and the championship will most likely also be in their hands.
Drippe up. Out to the corner of his defense line. Still has no control of the ball. Does get forced onto his nose and able to get it forward. Noisy whips past the touch. Robo, not enough boost for him to get the attack forward. Delusion carries it across the line. Clever enough to hold out the rampant attack. Now Noisy looking for it. Delusion able to counter the turn here. Robo comes across, and that clearance once again, it's offline. He'll need an intense angle. Now, the fact that he got an intense angle lost all the speed. That's well and truly gone. We've gotten down to the last minute here. We need some type of miracle to come out for the Soccer Mums, but it's not happening, is it?
No, we definitely need to see a miracle for the Soccer Moms to get back into this game. But it's really not happening. Drop Noise, they are just clearing the balls away. Sorry, the ball away every time it comes close to their own goal.
Delusion with the mid boost, both sides. Very boost hungry. It just keeps going back and forth. The ping pong, if anything. Delusion. Out to the side, Drippe will get an opening here. Coming across Justice Robo, able to save the last 30. I'd like to think that the intensity here of the Soccer Mums is where it needs to be at, but they have just been outclassed in his last couple games in this series. As the clock ticks down, they're going to be out of this one, but potentially a goal here would be really nice for them, just to give them some type of momentum coming into the last one. Go, hey, look, we got the last goal. We're still in this. We just need to play a big game 5.
Now it is do or die time for the Soccer Moms, more or less. Drip Noise, they are sitting so comfortably. One more game, and then they have won this Vapour 2v2 Legends, and it is just all falling into place for them, and they are looking eager to get into the next game already, as the two teams are more or less already ready to go with the green marks.
Yeah, we will just hold them for 35 seconds. Be savage. Well, just off what you see, and obviously the games that you watch over in Europe, what are the Soccer Moms got to do with Drip Noise right now?
I would like to see the Soccer Moms, and I've said this before as well, I would like to see them just slow the game down. They're trying to go for the ball from time to time when they really shouldn't. They just need to try and, as I said, slow the game down, take the ball into control of their hands, and then they can start to create the attacks. They don't have to just get the ball off of every mistake. that Drip Noise make, because Drip Noise, they don't make a lot of mistakes, and therefore you can't really punish them for that. So just create your own opportunities, which seems to be a problem for the soccer moms.
Well, as we get into it, it's game number 5. Bear with me.
I'm
Okay.
with you, man.
All right, so game number 5. Got to be an admin sometimes.
Game number 5, yes, it is do or die time, as I've already said. And right now, it is Drip Noise that are sitting in the driver's seat of the car, with soccer mobs trying to gain control over it.
Resolution at the moment looks to play this off. Drupe. Oh, you could see what he was doing there, but just a little bit ambitious. That's a hard shot to pull off. Noisy now sets up Drupe. Open line. He will put this one on. No, that's going to be hard.
No.
Now, the rotations there, Drupe can't get the touch he wants. An opening that should have been a goal. We're down a minute.
And a good opening as well from Drip Noise. Now Noisy won't be tricked by that one, but as I said, a good opening from Drip Noise, trying to get the control already from the get-go.
Oh, well, no. Robo. Noisy was shadow. The ball comes to him anyway, makes it count. The ball sets down. Illusion. Robo takes his time to get up on the wall now. He passes back to the middle. Illusion wasn't there. This would be off the top, but it'll be a slam down that would be happening. The third effort coming through Noisy. Great counter by Robo in the midfield presence. And now he's essentially up the field here. Needs his teammate to carry it for him. He's going to play the 1v1. Pops over the top. Go backboard. Trying to get Noisy out of position, but just goes around him. Robo with the angle. Not there. Drippy challenges. The inside is there. Noisy blocks it up. It's still on at the moment, and he'll get up. No, he's whiffed. A chance for Robo.
Ooh.
But he's just gone wide on the attack. Still 0-0. And we've got 3 minutes remaining.
Honestly, the way that we've been seeing soccer moms now in this game playing has been the right way to play, because now they are creating opportunities on their own. They're not waiting for Drip Noise to make a mistake and put the ball into possession for them.
Moved over Desolution. Oh my God, Delusion, you're nuts. He has been crazy so far, but needs a clutch goal. Justice Robo off the top. He pinches up. Where is Delusion? He's close by, but you can't get too close in this game as the counter stand. Oh, what a read! Delusion! Out of all proportions, and how the game was panning out, he was looking set for this, but he can't believe it himself.
Delusion just coming in with the retouch right there, and now we see the soccer moms finally be in control of the game, and this might just be their way, their ticket to actually get back into this grand final.
Noisy quick reply. There it is. In it goes.
Immediately we see a mistake coming out from the soccer moms, where they both, sorry, not both go for the ball, but Delusion not being able to get up there and clear away the ball that Noisy put in. And now that just means that it's 1-1 again, with all control lying in the hands of Drip Noise.
Well, we've had an absolute goal that was worked so hard for, and if anything, on the highlight montage, and then the counter that came, which was the 1v1 skill we talk about, which is Noisy and Drupe being at the top of their game. They have to play hard here. But I'm loving what I'm seeing from Delusion and Justice Robo, really pulling out the non-stops. Noisy up.
I'm completely agreeing, mate. I am completely agreeing, because now they are putting up a fight and they're doing one hell of a job at it.
That's a nice shot, but it's wide at the moment. Justice Robo. He's got an inside line here. Noisy will have the floor. Able to get it over the top now. Drupe. Now hasn't even gone. Oh, that's a boomer. Oh, it's part down and out. Unlucky. Now we're essentially coming down to the last minute, the red time of the game clutch. Soccer mums have to keep themselves in this, take out this game. Still, it's tournament point for Drip Noise, and a chance here to come down. Almost Noisy.
It is do or die time now, because one goal is all that's separating the two teams from either going to overtime. Sorry, not overtime. From winning this grand final. Oh, that could have been so close, Delusion.
I kid you not, that was Tetris fitting by 2 cars saving the ball. Oh my goodness. Noisy. He pops this up. Trippe forced on the back play. They'll go back line at the moment. Robo was hunting from behind, but don't get pulled into the back line. Play to the middle line structure as they've been doing so far. Now that is going to come down on a sharp angle. Noisy, oh! He's played it perfectly, forced Delusion to go wide. Robo, he gets us inside, wants the pass back. He's got it. Now they need to go. They take the lead with 11 seconds.
Soccer Moms, that was beautiful. Justice Robo going up against the wall, putting it straight into the middle, and a huge mistake from Drip Noise, both going from the same ball. That is not how you play this game, especially not with 10 seconds left to go.
Well, we know Drip Noise and Noisy, they can do a quick goal. Drippe's going to do it himself. He will get it. It's tied up. 3 seconds. You don't count these boys out. They have what it takes.
What the hell, Paisa? This game is so close, going back and forth, and we are going to overtime, baby.
Well, don't count it out yet. There's 3 seconds and a kickoff. It's a dream. Oh, here goes Drippe. He's got to get off the backboard. Oh, the angle's not good enough. It comes down and overtime's the call.
This is still so close. Overtime. Can they do it? Soccer Moms, can they get back into this game?
We talked about overtime here. It's always been set for Drip Noise. They've had all the period play in the overtime and won it. Soccer Mums have to pull the rabbit out of the hat right now. Do something amazing because the momentum... Oh, there's no momentum. Both teams are going crazy.
And we are going crazy because this game is one hell of a game. I couldn't ask for a better grand final. Oh, he did it!
Oh! Yes! He plays it to himself. We're going to another game. What a play from Delusion.
That was
Soccer Mums
beautifully
clutch.
played by Delusion. That was so beautifully played. Just taking it up into the air and taking it all the way. Now, that is the way that you win overtime in fashion. No, Soccer Moms, they're not quite out. We can't count them out yet. They still have to win 2 games in order to actually win the grand final. But this is a right step into the right path.
Who is Delusion and where does he come from? Oh, I'm on my edge. On my edge. I'm on the edge of my seat, Ben. It's nuts. We don't expect the Soccer Mums to come back into this. We saw Drip Noise. Drippy was doing amazing stuff, so was Noisy. But then all of a sudden, just these goals coming from Delusion. He has been an absolute MVP of today's tournament. And I want this to go to Game 7. They need to take this to the next game. They're still down in the series. It's 3-2 at the moment. Drip Noise have the lead. They gave away the buffer, but they essentially need to win this next one if they're going to clutch this, because I feel Soccer Mums, if they can get this next one, they'll be on top, and Tilt's a real thing.
I want this game to go to a Game 4 as well, because this is just, it's going so well for the two teams. Yes, Soccer Moms have been struggling quite a lot, but they are doing a fine damn job at getting back into this grand final.
Okay, well, it's game number 6. We're going into Soccer Mums. They traditionally start with the first couple goals, and they work themselves into it. And I think I've lost Ben, so we will get him back shortly. Holy mollies. And the first goal incoming. It's going to be Drippy that starts with it. It's not what you want to see if you're a Soccer Mans fan, but if you're the boys of Drip Nose, it's a good start.
Definitely not the way you want to see it go for the Soccer Moms, but again, that was actually a really, really well played pass coming in from Drip Noise. They put it up into the air, and then they had a receiving end there all ready to start with, making sure that they will sit comfortable, and might even score another goal. Oh,
Just needed to wait a little more time, just a couple more seconds. then that would have opened up where he could just put the nose onto it and take it in, or even work the post to bring it back at him as it comes down. But those are tricky ones, and you don't get much practice in any tournament. That's sort of a 1 in a million shot as it comes out. Delusion playing with it at the moment. Noisy game very early on, but essentially it's got the same characteristics as the last one, a tight contestation play, and the boys trying to bring their 1v1 skill into light hairs. Delusion looking over the top, and Noisy gets the touch, countered just as Robo on the last line will be able to use his teammate. In fact, he just goes himself out to the middle. It's counted. Going to be forced up here and mistimes the jump on that ball. Delusion does enough, but he's stuck in the angle and in the corner. This opens up. Drippe loves his shots. Delusion flies across, cuts it off the 50-50 in the air. I love this play right now from this man. He is absolutely clutching a quite heap of play. It doesn't matter if it's a goal. He's getting the 50-50s to work, and defensive play is on top.
For now, it is the side of a Drip Noise sitting very well in this game. With one goal being up, they get. I was about to say take it slow and steady, but here scoring yet another goal. Drippe coming up huge for his team, and Soccer Moms, despite winning that clutch game last game, now they are again having trouble against Drip Noise.
Oh, this is tough. Like, I saw what he was doing. Like, Delusion was coming up on the angle, and so he wanted to tilt that in and get a longer clearance. But essentially, Drippe just put on the brakes because he knew the way he was coming up for that clearance, it was going to come in front. He waited for it, he got it, and guided it. It's just fully calculation. You expect that from a top-tier player in OCE that has RLCS experience. And that's probably the best thing about Drippe right now. Noisy coming across. He puts the third in. This game, after everything we've seen, Ben, it's not going the way of Soccer Mums.
It looks like Drip Noise, they are ready to end this grand final. All they need is one game, and now they are 3 goals up, ready to just take home the grand championship.
The ball in the pocket. Drippe flips as Delusion. He's been a master of 1v1s, but hasn't been able to sell the candy of late. Drippe, strong clearance downfield. Traditional thing from him. Able to get the 50-50 to work now. Noisy hangs out on the wing side. A pass play onto Robo. He misses the touch, follows up the second. 0 boost. Delusion! Oh, Drippe comes along and saves. Defense like that's going to hold him in good stead. Two minutes remaining. Delusion up. Robo can't connect. Not sure if Ben's still with me. Mine dropped again.
I am.
You are? Okay, cool.
I am.
Beautiful. Well, it's 3-0 right now. If you're Soccer Mum's position and you're a coach, what are you saying to him?
I'm not quite sure what I would say because I'm not a coach, but I would probably say that there's still plenty of time left. And especially if you play like that, 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. If you can just trick your opponents like that, then you can definitely score the goals that you need to get back into this game.
Drippe sends us right down the field. Robo will get the save just off the last line there. The boost counted. Now Noisy sets up for Delusion. On it goes Drippe with the drop here. Second touch up the wall. Delusion. Oh no, it's over the top, and that is rolling in. He's going to hit the post. Ooh. That was super close. Almost own goal at the end there. Brought around. Drippe stays out, but it's a minute mark 3. Absolute goals need to happen here for the Soccer Mums. But the game has been all in the favour of Drip Noise, and one more goal will seal this for them. Still the pressure is on. Robo out to the pocket. Drippe holds. Brought back in. Delusion! Yes!
Ooh. Delusion popping off right here. I was about to say that time is running out for the Soccer Moms, but now if they can make plays like that, if they can score the goals, then they can definitely get back. 39 seconds left to go, and they only need 2 goals.
It's a possible realm, but I don't know how many realms are set in tonight's tournament. Maybe none. 30 seconds remaining. The question has been asked. Now we watch intently. The ball is there. Robo can't finish it. Noise brings it out for the moment. Drippe hesitant. Robo again. Headlines in front. Delusion, he's too far out. It's the last 10 seconds. They need a clutch goal. But Drippe, he's in the middle. It's counted. It's not going anywhere. Noisy doesn't care about scoring. He just wants to bait the time. And it's done, ladies and gentlemen. There won't be another go out of this one. It hits the floor. It is Drip Noise that take the final here. A 4-2 finish in this series points. What a game was played. The Soccer Mums with their challenges. And well and truly had their chances, but not able to get it done in the end.
GG, well played, Drip Noise, despite having a bit of trouble in the first game and a little bit of trouble coming out into the fourth game, if I remember correctly. Then they actually played really well in the other games. They were able to just win very confidently and score the goals that they needed. I really liked the way that they also rotated around the map, made sure to just have control over the ball all the time. And we also have to give some credit over to the Soccer Moms. I think they gave quite a good challenge towards Drip Noise.
It was amazing. It's just like I can't take it away from Delusion's play. It's so many times he put a hat trick into play. He worked hard on the defensive pressure. He put Noisy and Drippe, like, he tested them. Like, we're talking top level players of the region, and he tested them. It continued to put him in the most awkward positions and say, no, you're not going to get any easy goals. His defense was superb. His midfield 50-50 work was on top. It just couldn't get overdone. Couldn't get it done at the end of the day. Look, and Justice Robert had a game, but it comes down to those small little, and it makes them the lineup. And it's unfortunately that the Soccer Mums, they come away making a little bit more errors than what Drip Noise did, and that's how it all pans out.
Yeah, and to add on to that, Drip Noise, they also came up with some good teamwork from time to time, where they were able to pass to each other so that they could score the goals, and that is something that we need to see in these 2v2 scenarios. When you only have two guys, you can't always rely too much on being able to defend so well. And especially when your opponents are so good at working together, both in aggressive stances and in defensive manners, then you need to be able to, like, turn it around. And that's something we didn't see from the Soccer Moms. Unfortunately.
Well, they take 50% of tonight's matcherino away. That is Drip Noise. So it's 65 USD, which I think is about 80 USD. So they take away $40, $20 for their efforts tonight. Well, no, I've got the breakdown in chat. There you go. So $32.50 USD going to the boys of Drip Noise. That's what they get for tonight's 2v2 Legends. Shout out to everyone that actually contribute to Matcherino, because tonight there was no tokens. So the guys that contributed, absolutely fantastic stuff. I put 20 in there because I love 2v2 Legends. I think it's a fantastic game model. And look, the first time I started commentating twos, I was like, what the hell is this? I don't like it. I was always used to threes, but as I got into it, it's such a different format, which is really exciting. And I get more excited over commentating and watching twos than threes plays. I love three plays, always will, but twos just goes a whole new level for me, because it's different way of thinking, it's different way of connecting, and there's so much more that can happen, which is down to luck. And trust me, like, there's nothing like luck in a game of Rocket League. It's amazing. So I just need to go back to the shout out. So shout out to Humanian and shout out to Pickett's. $15 from Pickett's, $20 from Humanian, and I'll put $20 as well, and $10 from the I think that was set from Vapour Esports coming through anyway. So essentially that was the guys that helped tonight. I wanted to put out a huge shout out to Twitch chat. I see people in there that I haven't seen so far, so I think it's the European pool that comes from yourself, man. GG's, well played. I love it. It's absolute pleasure to have you on stream tonight, Ben.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure being here as well. For the first time, I've been casting Rocket League coming from Australia. And I mean, this tournament, has been a pleasure. I mean, it's been some good games we've had and a lot of clutch plays too.
Look, I'll be honest with you. For a commentator that only speaks English when he actually commentates, superb job. Absolutely superb job. If you're out there and going, he's hard to listen to, just think about it. Like, think about the amount of words he's putting together, stringing together, that's actually flowing. I could understand. I could hear it. After listening for a little while, I could hear it. So it's fantastic, Ben, to have you on. You're more than welcome here on the OC Rocket League channel for 2v2 Legends, Friday Night Live, or any other tournaments that we have playing on it. But for now, we're going to say goodnight and chuck you over to a host. We'll play out some clips as well to end tonight. Well, if you want to know more about OC tournaments, it is our Rocket League Oceania Discord. I have to find it for you, but it will give you all the promotion as well. If not, you can hit me up. I'll let you know what's going on. But essentially, tomorrow night is the 2KF1 part of the chase, which is currently being played at the moment. That's a freeze tournament, and that pretty much takes the top tier levels. If they want to play or not, you can play in that. Also, the 1v1 boost charity for Power Horse Esports is on as well. Come to Wednesday night is the 2v2 RLO battles that go on, and that's a little small in-house thing over at RLO, but nonetheless, if you like twos, a little bit more play there. You can hit Perth Rocket League with the freeze a little bit later in the night, as it's catered to the west of Australia. As we head further on, I've got some news for this week. Is there's no Power Horse stream, but there will be a Power Horse tournament to be playing in. So you guys can still play in a Power Horse tournament this week, Thursday. That's free, and that again grabs the top tier levels. Love to see that play. And essentially, we come to the Friday Night Live, where it's the semi-pros last week before we head into the Masters on the 30th of this month. And essentially, I'll be down at Escape Portal Gaming Lounge doing it live from there, and a couple little more announcements to come of that as we tweak our little things around. Anyways, I'm done with my talking. Too much promotion. I'll just put up on the screen. You guys can read it all. Thank you again. Shout out to Ben for joining me. Shout out to everyone in the chat. If you're new and you love what you see, hit that follow button. And there's plenty more Rocket League content coming onto this channel. My name is Bizer. That has been Ben. This is the OC Rocket League channel with the 2v2 Legends on the Monday night. Thank you for joining us. And until next time, stay safe and have a good one. Sent on his way, the power shot, and cleans out the goal line. Easy goal, for the lines. Just, here's the thing. They put a shot on out for Sydney, but they did a disciplined thing.
It's not allowed.
No, that's bad. Oh my goodness, Drippay. What are you doing? What a goal. Then again, just come off a 3-game straight. Oh, Dreamy, that's very touch. Well, prove me wrong. Just gets in a good spot and slams. Nowhere to be seen. Challenging on the back now is a demo. The 2v1. The pop and play. Decker. Can he light it up? He goes out right. Decker! The moments of heroes and legends aboard. It's Decker with a big game.
I want the top.
What a play! Off the wall! All the training in the world cannot make you do that! That is pure skill! So he does it himself! It's all about the hats! Decker! The moments of heroes!
And you don't just wake up rich one day. This kind of life never just
Hold tight, dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make